Hello and welcome to West Ham Random. Going to be with you in just a moment. Hello and welcome back to West Ham Random. Just a quick random show, hoping that one or two people are going to come in and join me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link in the chat and we'll see if anybody's willing to come in. Bear with me for 1 second. Oh, there it is. Right, there it is. So let's see who's in the house. Luke Legend. Good evening, Luke. He says, good evening, ladies. Disabled team, Stuart, good morning to you, sir. And Darren Higgins. Oh, look. I should have been highlighting them, shouldn't I? Excuse me. Luke Legend. And a disabled team. Darren Higgins says, morning all. I'm driving in downtown Bangkok. It's not a good experience, bumper to bumper. I'll be listening. Trust you are all well. Thank you very much, young man. Darren, we're very well, thank you. Well, I'm okay. I don't know about the rest. And there's the link for the chat. So if you fancy coming in and having a chin wag with the old bugger, come in. Be nice to see you. Well, what are we going to talk about? Not a lot. We're just going to randomly ramble on about loads of rubbish. But first thing that is going to be happening this week is the beginning of the Premier League. And I do have a guest. And look who it is.
Oi!
Oi, oi!
Budge Meister. How you doing, brother?
Ernie. All right, son, how are you, mate?
Yeah,
You all right,
bro? Yeah.
Excellent.
It's,
Love to see it.
And you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Yeah. I've got myself a new motor and
yeah, I've seen the photos.
Yeah.
I've not been in the chat much. I've
bought myself a hairdresser's car.
Yeah, nice, man. It's nice, and it's a softie.
Oh, I like
softie
it.
And all. Love it, mate. My first car, Budge.
What?
My first car.
Hard top convertible. Yeah, go on.
Is it a hard top convertible? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, right. This one. You got to take it off, put it in the boot or whatever.
No, it's all electronic. It folds down.
Oh, you flash bastard! Look at him giving it large.
Private reg number on it. Lovely.
Yeah, I've got one there.
Hello, Luke. How are you, sir?
Hello, mate. I'm just sorting myself out.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. How are we?
Oh, good, mate.
Stuart. All good, Luke.
Just to let you know, Budgie, you know, I know I've made the joke about the old hairdresser car, about your little Mercedes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that was my mum's last car, and she went in 2019, age 75.
Wow. What, same colour?
Well, not the same colour, mate. She had a bit more street cred.
Oh, shut up. I don't know. Tom's in the house. Good evening, Tom. Mate. Good morning, Tom.
I had some nice car, mate.
Yeah, I nicked her.
I do think you're a little bit too tall for it, mate.
I nicked my boy's jumper. I didn't have anything to wear, so I grabbed my boy's jumper and threw it on. There you go. Trendy now. I'm trendy, like a little rapper.
Sean Freshfielder. Good evening. Good morning. He says, here we go. Proper programming has resumed. Here we go. Here we go again. Here we go again. Yes, so Premiership starts this week, lads.
I know. At last. I am so fed up with that pre-season nonsense. You know, nonsense.
And it's boring.
Oh, and it's boring, hard to watch. It's disappointing as well when you do watch it. It's not as if you've seen an exciting game. It's so annoying. So yeah, all Premier League. You know, just to see the Premier League back and the competitiveness. You know, from Friday onwards. Is it Arsenal? Arsenal Palace the first team up Friday, I think.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
The one good thing that did come from the pre-season stuff was that I got a little chance to have a look at Coventry, which I haven't had a great deal of opportunity to do, really, I've got to be honest. And he put one hell of a slick ball in for a chance on goal.
I'm afraid Bowen
hit the bar from
it. That Kieran and myself are probably the worst people to speak to. Even when Peach was around, I think Kieran and I will both say if he's 20, whatever he is now, and he hasn't hit the first team, I think you might have to wonder, I'm afraid.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And I really do agree with that as well, Luke, you know, and to some degree, you know, he's been kept round kind of on a false pretense, really, you know, because if he ain't good enough to make the first team by this age, will he ever?
Especially now Moyes has now bought that Downs fellow.
Flynn Downs, yeah, he looks very good.
I honestly think if Coventry is here by the end of the transfer window for the lower leagues, as it were, for a loan, I think you. Sorry, I know everyone thinks Coventry might be the answer, but
it might be. I think it's unlikely, isn't it? And even Flynn Downs is really a future prospect. I don't see that boy taking the first team place for now, but he does look exciting, more so probably than Coventry. So he might be ahead of the pecking order now, in front of Coventry, which doesn't bear well for him, unless he starts, really showing it now. It's now or never, isn't it? It really is.
See, Freshfielder, he states that Fliniesta or Flinadine Zidowns.
Flinadine Zidowns does look a bright prospect. He really does. So I'm hoping for the future. But I don't think it solves any of our immediate issues with the team. But I think for the future it will be.
No,
I can see him getting game time maybe in the Conference League and stuff like that.
Yeah, but, I mean, I really think that we've got one or two more positions we have to cover, and there's no denying that. But I think the one thing that the squad lacks is pace right now, and he doesn't seem to have added much pace to this squad yet.
No, mate,
and that's a bit of a worry for me. Ben Rama's got a bit of pace about him, but he ain't exactly. He's not exactly reliable enough to be able to say, right, let's get him on to do a job, because
we really do lack pace all over the team.
Yeah, unfortunately, as skillful as Ben Rama can be, and as quick as he can be, it rarely puts the two together.
Yeah, I don't. More I see of him, the slower he looks to me. Ben Rama, he's quick with his feet, but he's not quick as a winger you'd like to be. I'd say Bowen's got more of a.
Yeah, and even Bowen's not fast enough, really.
Yeah, he's not. He's not rapid, but he's quick. But he's not. No, we do lack that. But
so Man City on Sunday. Man City on Sunday. I'm going.
Good for you. Good for you.
And I've also been about 80% guaranteed a ticket for the Tottenham home game as well, which is something really big for me, because the last time I saw us play Tottenham, Clyde Best was still playing for us. So yeah,
yeah, I can't
He
remember.
took a job down the left today.
yeah. He could, couldn't he? Oh my God, yeah, couldn't he? Yeah. See, it's at times like this when I wish we still had Benny Owen. Oh, I loved him.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm
Benny
the same as Kieran. I just think if we can go to the really, really latter stages of the conference league and maybe have a cup run in one of the domestic cups.
Yeah.
And finish if we could finish 7th, I'd be happy. But I just think that if you look at those top, as we say, everyone said the greedy 6, but they're not the greedy 6. They're the 6 with the most money, and that's all secular. That'll work its way round again.
Yeah.
I just think that apart from Man United and Chelsea, Man United and Chelsea have come from a really good stock position anyway. I just think if we can get above, if 7th would be, I just think 7th would be an absolute fantastic return again.
Yeah, it would be. It would be.
I believe you're right, mate.
I've got no confidence finishing in the top 10, to be honest, at this moment. But that's why I think that Conference League really could be our way back into Europe next year.
If Skamaka scores 20 goals before Christmas. I know there's a World Cup, you know what I mean. If he scores those 20 goals in half a league, I'll be absolutely happy as Larry. But then,
mate, look, Haaland's not going to score that by Christmas. Never mind, bloody Skamaka.
Well, that's what I mean. But then Haaland's going to score 40 by then, isn't he?
No, but do you know what I think? If Skamaka can get 8 to 10 goals between now and Christmas, I think that would be a massive return for us.
Look, be honest, bud. For him, first time in the Premier League, if that boy scores 10 plus, even if it's 10, that's a good season for him.
Yeah.
It's your first season in the Premier League. That's good. Now, if that boy proves to be a 15 or more, it's a great signing.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of players score 15 or more in the Premier League. There's not that many.
I'd quite like him to go halfway, get 12 goals and 2 red cards, because he looks like he's got a bit about him, isn't he, this guy?
Yeah,
he does, doesn't he? But, the thing is, what I like about him is he's got the poise and the composure to have a go from outside the box, and he's generally pretty, good with his targeting. I've watched a few different video rolls of him, and there's one that's titled, the match that made West Ham by Skamaka. And what it does is it just highlights, it's about 8 minutes long, and it highlights the stuff that he's done during the game. Most of his touches, his runs off the ball, his, balls through to him, what he does with it and stuff. And, I've got to be honest with you, if that is the game that caught our eye, then it was a bloody good game for him to be playing in, for us, and for us to be there at, because he does work hard. He's not just one of these strikers that stands in the middle and waits. He works for that ball.
Just being a striker. His hold up, all the clips I've seen of his hold up is really, really good. He's got great awareness, and he's got good feet for a big lad.
And he's got brilliant really presence in the air as well. He can really get up there. What is he, 6'4", something, 6'5"?
Yeah, 6'4", I mean, I can see a lot of Rice playing the ball into his feet a lot. I can see him coming deep for it, and then he's laying it off and then getting back in the...
a player like that may bring the best out of Ben Rama, because a player like that will be able to kind of anticipate Ben Rama's movement and stuff, Yeah, I look, Freshfield is saying he's 6'5", He's 1 metre 95, which is worked out at 6'5".
Yeah, he's a big lad, and he is a big lad. Got some really good ink too. Some really good
Yeah.
ink on him, mate. It looks quite smart, some of these tats.
Yeah, yeah. Comment from Never You Mind. Hello, mate. How are you? Thank you for joining us. He says, hello, West Ham Random. Last couple of weeks, you guys have been class. Johnny Ibrox. Thanks, Johnny. Brilliant. Well, you know, you even got to meet Pete. So, yeah, thanks for joining us, mate. Nice of you. Yes. Aguerd, that injury to Aguerd looks like it could be a little more serious than first thought.
Yeah.
They're talking about 4 to 6 months out.
I know. It looks like at least January, Budge, doesn't it? So
I know.
And this is my worry about what I know. We were excited about the free signings we brought in, but Aguerd's obviously not in it now. We were going to lose him for months. We've got Ariola that was here last season. We've got Flynn Downs, who's not really a first team starter, I don't believe. But we've got Skamaka. So really, when you look at logistics and the numbers, we've only added by one player at this moment to that first team. And that's why I do believe we need another free in the door, mate. We really do.
Yeah, and you know, it looks like Masuaku's going to.
He's gone.
Is it?
He's gone to
Besiktas. Gone to Galatasaray, is it? Oh, Besiktas. Yeah.
Besiktas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besiktas. Ryan Fredericks is gone. Okay. Yeah, we've lost Noble.
Krau.
You know, we've lost a rather large chunk of our squad.
We sort of lost 5 players out of our squad, Budge. So, in reality,
we've replaced them with 2.
Yeah,
and we've replaced them with 2.
Ariano's already there. So it's just the numbers are worrying. That we had a smallish squad as it was, and
but on the flip side, our first team hasn't changed. But our bench has improved.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree with you. If we can get another 4 players through the door, that would be absolutely fantastic. Maybe 1 permanent, 3 loans. We're a bit gutted, we're a bit hamstrung by the fact that a guard has been injured. But you got to roll with the punches. Come on. What can we do? I mean, you look at a lot of teams around us. Have they, in inverted commas, improved? All right, the ones above us have added to their squads, but have the ones below us, in inverted commas, improved? Leicester have signed no one. Newcastle have signed a couple of players. Southampton signed a load of rubbish.
My opinion at West Ham at the moment, we'd be lucky to finish top 10. But if we did bring in them 4 players, then we're looking at 7. We're trying to challenge for that top 6. But without them, I think we'll fall short again because the depth of squad. But Newcastle definitely improved. They're a team to watch. Villa have improved. Leicester not so much, have they? Wolves not so much. So these are the teams we are.
Everton have lost a couple of key players, haven't they?
Correct. Yeah. They have.
But they bought a couple of players in.
Everton and Leicester, we moan about GSB, and I take anyone's opinion, and I will have a lovely discussion with them. But look at the state of Everton and look at the state of Leicester compared to us.
Yeah. They seem to be coming apart at the seams, don't they? Their
and I think Wolves
levels
might be next.
Yeah. But we've got some new clubs come up into the league. Like clubs that we haven't seen up in the Premiership. For a while or ever. What are your views on them? I mean, like, take Forest for example.
Forest have made a lot of. Forest have taken their old 11 and gone. This is our new 11, and they've put a lot of money in Lingard. And look what he did with us. Let's be honest. So he's going to take every free kick, every corner, every penalty, blah, blah, blah. I think Forest might do better than Fulham and Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth looked very, very underprepared. But the thing about Fulham is they've got London, so they could sign some players. And Mitrovic, I know everyone says, is he good enough for the Premier League? He's good enough for the Championship. But if he scores 15 goals, well, I'm quite happy with a striker next season who scores 15 goals.
Yeah. Can't remember last time we had one. So, yeah, it's massive. So, no,
I traditionally, I think next season, Leeds, Southampton, the three that come up, I think Leicester will struggle. I think Everton will struggle. And I think as pessimistic as we are nowhere even looking at relegation.
No. We're all. I'm talking about, and we all are, I suppose, whether we can stay in the top 10 and compete for Europe again, or I think the worst case scenario is we're around that 10 spot, 10, 11, 12. It doesn't really matter, and that's why I think that Conference League is so important. I mean, if we go make the
Conference League, Conference League is easier for us because at the end of the day, with the FA Cup and the whatever the League Cup's called now.
Yeah, Carabao.
If we get to the final of that, we're playing Manchester City or Liverpool. Whereas if we get to the final of the whether it's Conference League, it ain't going to be as good as that, is it?
No, and in fairness, we're entering into a competition that's relatively new in its early stages, etc. I mean, it's just a revamped Intertoto Cup and etc. It's a revamped version of that, but it's become more attached to UEFA. So therefore, well, I say more attached. It's actually being run by UEFA. So therefore, it makes it kind of more palatable for clubs to enter into it. But last season we entered the more difficult competition, arguably, and we got to the semi-final of that, and we were very, very close to getting into the final, I believe.
And I think, Budgie, if last season we were in the
Conference League,
and gained that experience,
I believe.
Season we're in the,
I believe that we probably would have won the Conference League last season had our performances had been what they were in the Europa League. I think the Conference League would have been out.
The Europa League, we'd have had that nous.
To
get past those.
I mean, I believe that if we can put in a similar level of performance and so on and so forth that we did last year in Europe for this competition, it's arguably a less difficult competition to play in. So therefore, we should minimum expect the final this season, minimum. And I think we should. Judging by last season's performances, we should win it, I believe. But as we know, West Ham are never ever consistently like that through season to season. They can't carry consistency.
This is where we hope things have changed, Budge, don't we? We've made Europe twice in a row. And like I say, I think this year's harder in the league. I do believe it's going to be harder to get a spot in the Europa or conference in the league position. So this is where I think it's our avenue to push on and try and secure it. And it doesn't matter if we can go on to that Conference League final. If we could make it there, I don't care where we are in the league. This is more important,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to us if we finish 8th or 12th.
I mean, Sean makes a valid point there, even though it's a little bit tongue-in-cheek, I believe. We're going to win the league until the match says that we won't. It's a bit tongue-in-cheek, I know, but, if everybody had that same belief and everybody that steps out onto the grass.
We're joint top.
Yeah. joint top with 19 other teams, you know. Stuart says Leeds need a left back or we're in serious trouble.
So do we, Stuart. So do we, mate.
Yeah. So don't come looking over here for one.
I think that Leeds' new signings need to hit the ground running for their manager, or therefore the players will be under pressure that he's just signed, and then he'll be under pressure. And if they don't start winning games by Christmas, he'll be gone, and Leeds will be stuck with March's players, and then it all becomes secular. And then, I think Leeds are in a very Leeds need 4 or 5 wins in the first 10 games, or he won't be there by Christmas.
Yeah, he's in a tough position, but
and
that's not his fault.
No, it's the pressure of the job.
Lukey, I hope we're not saying that about Moyes in bloody 8 games time.
Well, no, but I mean,
but we're going to be top of the league at the end of Sunday.
I don't feel any sympathy. I don't feel any sympathy for Frank Lampard, but
none.
Would you want that job? Would you want that? Look, they're a shambles. They are in an absolute.
But it just goes to show you the mark of the man, as in Lampard. He's got a big pair of kahunas to take a job on like that. It also shows someone like
what a mess they're in, and to actually employ that man as your manager. I don't see he has got no CV to give him that job. It's a big job, Everton.
But then he had no CV to go and take over at Chelsea. I mean, he done reasonably well for half the season with Derby. And they went, we need a manager. Come on over here, Frank. You're a legend here. On the green, but not in the stands.
You theoretically could say the same thing about Steven Gerrard.
Yeah, I suppose you could. But Steven Gerrard's proven to be more useful in the dugout, though, isn't he?
But let's be honest.
He doesn't. He can't just slag off the Scottish League. It's been a long time since Rangers won that, and he done it for them. So he had more of a CV than Frank Lampard to take the Villa job. I'll give him that, because I don't think he's going to take them near relegation. Lampard took.
Yeah, but has he got enough of a CV for Aston Villa to give him over 100 million to spend on players?
I think he's got more credibility than Lampard.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Anyway,
and to be fair, Luke, would you have given Eddie Howe the job at Bournemouth when he first took over, bearing in mind he was still in his mid-30s when he took over?
Well, first things first, Budgie, I refuse to be fair.
That's fair enough.
That's fair, mate. Yeah, go on.
He played for them, and Bournemouth's a completely different complexion to Villa or Everton. Not
to their fan base, they're not. Not to their ownership and management. No, they're not, mate. They've got to have the same amount of desire and determination and the same level of expectation that Man City have got, or that Barcelona have got, or that Crawley Town have got, or Southend United. All of those teams have got to have the same level. Otherwise, they're not going to get anywhere in their respective leagues.
No, I'm not. But no. That's I agree with that. But the level of expectation at Villa and Everton is different to Bournemouth. You have to agree with that.
I would imagine it's probably a lot more intense. They're pretty, they're pretty used to a different level of success, aren't they?
Also, you've got to remember, mate. You got to remember, Budgie, Bournemouth's my side of the south coast. Don't you come round here giving it the big end on my manor.
On your manor.
Full of pensioners. What are you on about?
Yeah.
This is the New Forest, mate. That's my fucking manor, yeah?
What's new about it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been out for thousands of years. What's new about it?
It's been out thousands of years,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
said.
exactly, mate. We kept it a secret. Then these dickheads discovered it. Like Australia.
Yeah. Did you like the way I slipped like Crawley Town and Southend United into the same conversation as City? That was sick, wasn't it? Hey, wasn't that sick?
They drove past Crawley once.
Oh dear.
I'll tell you what, one point I did want to make about Masuaku.
Oh yeah, go on.
We lost. He's gone. He's gone on loan. But in a way, it does encourage me to say there's no way we'd get Masuaku in unless we have someone coming in there. It wouldn't make sense. We're lacking on the left side as it is. We need a left back and a left winger really. So it gives me a bit more hope that we will sign someone on that left side now.
Yeah, I suppose so.
99 corner.
Or expect to see Fornells on the left side.
No, I think it's got a point to
I've
a
got a
player.
funny feeling. I've got a funny feeling we're close to a deal with Cornet.
Well,
I really
maybe.
do.
I hope so.
And I think it'll be a loan deal.
Yeah, all the talk is loan, yeah. Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't care about that.
But you know, according to
I refuse to discuss who we're signing until we have signed them. It is a nonsense.
Yeah, I'm not bothered about who it is at the moment. I'm more bothered about we need that position filled and we need a left back as well.
We've needed a striker for 400 years and we've signed one. Come on, let's not be too over eager.
We've done that bit. We've got the striker.
But according to, I think it was Claret and Hugh, I'm fairly sure it was Claret and Hugh, we're fairly close to a deal for Dennis as well.
Really?
So, yeah.
What, the guy that does the buses?
Yeah, you know.
He played yesterday.
We need a new team coach.
He played yesterday for Watford, Dennis.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't matter.
Arthur Masuaku played in that last game.
Usually, if a deal is close, that player wouldn't be playing. So, you know, how close is it?
Well, unless it's I suppose there is that. But I mean, there's also the fact that let him play because we want to come and have another look at him.
You know, if they haven't seen him in the last couple of years, then they haven't been watching. But anyway, maybe there's got to be rumours and rumours and rumours.
I'm just saying that. Rumours can be rumours, but sometimes.
When's the deadline?
The 6th of August, isn't it? 10th of August, is it? 6th or 10th?
10th of August is the
Come on, Freshfielder. What's the actual date? Come on. Come on, Fresh.
When's the
What's
window
the latest on Onana? What's the latest on Onana?
Budgie, I'll take this.
Go
Budgie. Hi, Fresh.
Go on.
None of us know.
But from what I've seen on the One Football app, is that looks like it's completely dead in the water for me.
Yeah, it looks like he's gone not having it.
Yeah.
So when that window shuts, then you can look at your squad and go, "Yep, that's good." Or, "Oh my God, we're going to be short again."
I'll have to agree because we could sign 3 loans on the last day of the season. You just never know. Let's just see what Moyes got up his sleeve. Let's see how it pans out before then as well.
Yeah.
I'm just never bothered really because if West Ham finish 12th,
well,
I'm happy.
Since we've been doing this, really, Kieran, we've kind of we've talked about some of the transfers and that reluctantly, but
the sake of it.
What we're more interested in is the players that are securely tied down. If you know what I mean, we're not really bothered about the rumours.
Me and you, Budgie,
we don't pay too much.
About fucking rumours.
We do. But then we've had we've had a million years of going through it, though, haven't we, mate? You know.
Yeah.
So
I know. It's just that, like I say, if you've got Russell B there saying we're basically we've been linked to 160 players, well, that tells you, you know, what a load of bollocks most of it is. You know, 160
Wait,
players.
I promise you, there's a guy.
157 of them are bollocks.
There's a guy in the Sun newsroom who's got 3 tombolas. He whisks round a tombola, pulls out a team. He whisks round a second tombola, pulls out a player, and the third tombola's got a value in it, and then he just runs the story.
Yeah,
it's all bollocks, you know it.
yeah, probably. Stuart is saying, oh, before I go to that comment, good evening, Happy Amaret. Thank you for joining us. Stuart is saying, what's all this loaning Cornet all about? Well, it's just that I don't think anyone really wants to match the valuation for him. I think everybody's falling short of it. And they're open to a loan deal, as far as I'm aware. And West Ham are pursuing that avenue from the reports that I've read. How much of that is actual fact? Please don't quote me. I don't know. That is not, you know, that is not fact or in the nonsense. That's
Stu's making the point. I think he's making the point of why bother with loan? Just go and buy him, you know. But maybe if we're not prepared to buy him and want him on loan, maybe it's because we've already got another player lined up to spend 30 odd million on, and we can't afford both. So getting him on loan might make sense in that case.
No. I disagree with that. I think it's.
No, I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just hoping that's the case.
No, I think it's real world. I think Cornet, when they signed him, signed a 5-year contract. So if it's real, you know, imagine it's your business, and Burnley have got this guy for 5 years. Why would you then take up those 5 years when you can loan him?
Yeah, and then if you do make it back into the Premiership next year, yeah, and if they do make it back up to the Premiership next year, they've got a ready-made winger attacker in him already on their books. So makes sense not to sell him in that respect, I suppose. Yeah. I hadn't looked at it that way, really.
Well, if he has a great season for West Ham, his money, you know, doubles, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course it does. You know, if he comes to West Ham, because apparently there are other clubs that are looking at him. So, you know.
So if you're Burnley with Cornet, you want to loan him to, say, Fulham or Bournemouth, because they're more likely to go down. And you sort of, if he scores 10 goals for them, you're sort of, as it were.
Yeah, I can see that. But then also, there's also an argument for loaning him to a club like West Ham, where he may get Europa League experience, Europa Conference League experience, European experience for a Burnley player if they come back up could be invaluable to them. You know, and playing at a higher level of football, which West Ham are demonstrating in the last couple of seasons, will be beneficial to him if he's going to be going back to them after the loan deal's finished. So, there's a lot of pros and cons to both sides. Go on.
Again, Budgie, real world, I would, if I was an agent, I prefer my player to play so that he can prove himself. Whereas if he comes to West Ham, he's probably not going to play that much, is he? As opposed to Bournemouth or...
I don't know. I think he might be utilised quite a lot, if I'm honest. You know, I mean, he can play down the left, can't he?
So you reckon, apart from Skamaka, because I think the fact that he costs so much, and obviously Gua's injured, do you think any loan signing, in your experience of David Moyes, is going to get a lot of minutes?
Yeah, Dawson.
Yeah,
Experience of David Moyes.
yeah. Lanzini got quite a lot of playtime while he was on loan. So did Jesse Lingard. You know,
Lingard, yes. Lanzini
Moses
wasn't on
got
loan
quite a bit of
when-
playing time. I actually fell in love with having Moses with us because, you know, when he was playing,
Yeah,
I
no,
really
I
liked the way
agree.
he
But
played.
they
and stuff.
weren't David Moyes.
Well, okay, all right. Well, yeah, all right. You did say David Moyes, didn't you?
Yeah, I said Dawson.
Okay.
He done all right.
Yeah, he's about him and Lingard are the only two really loan signings that Moyes has
Yao
had.
Mario.
Really. Oh yeah, yeah.
It doesn't really matter, does it?
He was,
I think
weren't he the
nowadays
one that used to drive the ice cream van?
We'll see.
That's about all he's worth.
yeah,
So
what
Faux
I'm
Cheese is
saying
in the
is
house.
Yeah,
I
Foeman.
think
Good to see him, man.
Yes, we'll mirror that sentiment, mate. R.I.P. my brother Peach. People saying hi. Yes, we're all here, and that is Luke Legend in the other box there. In case you weren't aware, Fo, I bet you're looking at it thinking, "Who is that?" Because if I take the, there
always
you
in a
go.
box.
There you go. Yeah, he's always in the box, mate. Apparently, according to his wife, he actually likes it. Yeah, happy Amaret's ears are perked up. Look, because I said Lanzini playtime.
I said, Budgie, don't speak to
Yeah.
my wife. I don't, so I don't see why you should.
Yeah.
Oh, you are a funny one. You really are. Yeah. Oh, right. Here we go. Look, half a book. Here we go. Ready? Right. Budgie, face. Lukey, Peach would love this. Laugh out loud. Keep expecting him to rock up on screen after leaving you streaming again. Well, it would if he turned up. We would all bugger off and leave him on his own just for a change. You know what I mean? I hope
If
you're
he turned
listening
up
up there,
now,
buddy.
I'm going to get fried chicken.
So shouting you, Luke. Yeah, so good to see you back in the circuit, Fo. Yeah, we've missed you, mate.
Yeah,
It's
indeed.
nice. It's nice that you're back on the scene. Hopefully your health has improved greatly and you're back on your feet, mate.
Yeah.
Good to see you about. What should we talk about next? Only Fools and Horses? Oh, no, actually, do you know, I did put a little cryptic thing in the description for this and said we would discuss who West Ham Clips is. But seeing as he hasn't turned up in the room yet.
I've done that 100 times with Peach. He used
I
to do
know.
my head in with it.
I know, and that's why I want to do it now.
In respect of Peach,
Everyone.
I think West Ham Clips are aliens.
Yeah.
Mad sod.
He accused everyone of being clipped.
I know, yeah, and I bet actually any money you like, Clips is somebody we've never heard of, never met. Well, we may have met him, not even known about it, but I bet it's somebody we've never heard of, not a name that's going to be familiar. Going to go who?
I'm not.
You know what I mean?
Well, I do. I can see. You know where Peachy was coming from, though. See that Walshy and Affers and Becks. I don't think it's them, but they know who it is. I'm fucking convinced of that. I think they know. And Peachy was onto that. Peachy was onto that, mate.
Of course they do. Of course they know who it is, but I bet it's somebody we ain't got a clue. Or they're keeping it close to their chest because it is somebody we all know.
Yeah, but lads, if it's Affers, Becca, and Charlie, then in a few months' time, it's just going to be Charlie.
Yeah.
Probably another uni geezer. It'll be another uni boy. I'll tell you. one of Appa's mates.
Fosheezy reckons Spanneret is West Ham Clips. Yeah.
Happy
Sean
Hammerette.
says
Yeah,
he's-
that's the one.
Happy Hammerette is
Yeah.
Clips.
Yeah.
I'm Clips.
No. No.
Freshfielder says that he is Clips, and so is his wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's a very naughty boy.
Yeah. Wally World's in the house. Clips is an alien hive mind. My mind is blown, Luke. Good evening, Wally. Thank you for joining us, mate. Look, they do jump. I know what people are talking about now. Here we go. Look, we have another guest in the house.
Hello.
Hey?
Hang on a minute. My headphones aren't working.
Who's this prick?
Yeah, who's this prick?
I'm out in public. But yeah, hello. How are we?
Well, we're all right. We cannot see you, but we can hear you.
I'm not on the train, no.
Oh, there he is.
I will be in about an hour.
Oh, we can see you now. Look.
Reese, I will not tell you again. Take your hat off.
I'm outside.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Okay. Yeah, look. We're discussing Clips' identity, Reese, and you've turned up right at the right time, which is pretty cool. And I'm going to go back a couple, right? Because, well, basically, Fosheezy says that he thinks that Hammerette is Clips, right?
Right.
So Sean has said, Freshfielder has said, no, it's him that's Clips, and so is his wife.
Yeah.
Luke thinks, and Wally's mind is blown because Luke thinks that Clips is an alien with a hive mind. I said, I bet we've never heard of the actual person that is Clips.
Yeah,
and Fo reckons that he bets that I have heard of him or her. Hammerette says that she doesn't have any spare time to be anyone else. And here's a good one. Good evening, Epic. Thank you for joining us, mate. It's no coincidence that they always show up on the stream at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Peachy was on
what, Charlie?
Walshy, Bex and Apples, they know him. There's something to do with it. There's a connection there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because
hey, could it be Tom's brother?
Could be.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
there,
is it baby Apples?
You don't see Apples commenting now, do you? Because he's bottled it. He's got
no, he went about half hour ago. I think he's probably just looking, watching, and they're probably just sitting on the sofa just watching it. Yeah, look, there we go. Look, we mention him and he turns up. Look, West Ham Clips, true at Epic.
There he is. Turns up when I turn up.
He's saying it's true. What Epic says, that it's no coincidence that they always show up on the stream at the same time. Clips has confirmed that. Screenshot that, boys. There we go. Waltz and Epic. Oi, oi.
Train porn.
That was a lot, actually.
Freshfielder wants you to know, Reese.
Cow.
Right, Epic. Yeah, says Hammerette. They do. I think it's Charlie Walsh. Oh,
nice. I could tell you for nothing it's not Charlie Walsh. I know for a fact it's not Charlie Walsh.
I don't think any of them.
Fo, stop drinking, mate. Stop drinking. Fo says, my liege, King Wally of Prussia, I'm humbled to be in your presence. He's a nice guy, but he's not exactly royalty, I don't think. Anyway,
I don't know about that.
I could be wrong.
Do you know that's where he lives, Budgie? Budge.
Yeah.
Do you know that's where Wally lives? He lives in Prussia, in America.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Look, Wally World, Says hello to clips with alien emojis.
When I
says,
was on the train
can
earlier,
I just say how bloody stupid it is that there is a tube and train strike on the home UCL game? Oh, is there? Thank God it's not this Sunday. I might not be going to the home UCL game. I'm going to try, but anyway.
thank God it's not Sunday. Not this Sunday.
Yeah, thank God, mate? Oh, what we do?
Yes.
We'll chat later, but what are we going to do about meeting up? Meet up at
Carps or
Stratford
something.
Station or something?
Carps or something.
Carps? Yeah.
I think I'm coming down at about 8:30 in the morning because I've had a word with someone that's getting the 8:30
That's
train
it.
from Peterborough.
It's Ben. Tom's younger brother is Ben. Yeah. That's it. I reckon he's clipped or he's got something to do
Well, I
with it.
don't know. I'll tell you who I think it is.
Why can't you see it, Hammerat?
I'll tell you who I think it is.
Go on.
Because you know
who
I
do
said
you
in the
think
group
it
chat earlier that I was talking to that customer host on the train who was a West Ham fan. I was talking to him for West Ham for ages. He was saying how much of a legend West Ham Clips was. It's him. There we go.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Hammerat, I'll be late Sunday. I'm getting the train at 8:30 in the morning. And the game don't kick off till 4:30.
I haven't got that far down yet. I live in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. Blueberry country. Nice. Right, okay. There we go. Babyface will be late anyway, Sunday. Yeah, there we go.
I was late
Ben's
once.
too sweet.
Right, these are the most pointless set of traffic lights ever. Are you ready? Right, there's these traffic lights here, yeah? And they're pointless because I'll show you where they go. Absolutely nowhere. It's literally like a dead end thing, and there's traffic lights for it.
Yeah, but they probably got plans for that bit of waste ground.
Possibly, but it's been like it for bloody years.
Yeah, mate, they do that. They buy the land and they just sit on it until they got the investment to build on it.
Oh yeah, I still find it stupid.
Buying the land isn't that difficult. Building on it is much more difficult.
Yeah.
Especially if
I'll
it's
be
never
too busy
been
eating. Yeah, I
used.
probably will be too busy eating Greg's, to be fair. You know.
Yeah.
My rate.
Yeah. So, come on in, guys. I want everybody in the chat to comment as well. I've got a choice of 2 shirts to wear on Sunday. I have, obviously, my last game of the bowling one with Peach Dog 33 on the back, or I've got this season's shirt with Budgie number 8 on the back.
Oh, I know.
Which one do I wear? Well, I know what one you're wearing. Your one's on your Peach one is on the back of this year's shirt, isn't it?
It's the one I'm wearing now.
Yeah. Well, I need to know. Happy
I'm sorry, Wally.
Without a doubt. Sean says 33 as well. Wally says Reese walking around is reminding him of Peach. Yeah, well, this is why we're doing. This is why we're doing this now and this time of night.
Can I give my opinion on which shirt you should wear?
Come on, I'm asking everybody.
Well, I think you should wear a really nice black silk shirt that really accentuates your eyes and your height and your hair. And I think you should have lovely pearl and maybe wear some leather trousers, mate. I think you look nice. What was the question?
I don't know, but the answer is always what, Luke? Come on, you said it in the chat. What was it? The answer was always, it was one of our players, wasn't it? Who was it?
Kevin Keane.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, Kevin Keane. He said the answer's always Kevin Keane. It's always Kevin Keane. Now, what was the question? Did make me chuckle. Right, so far I've got 3 proper votes. I am not wearing that tar outfit that you suggested, Luke.
Come on,
so,
Budgie, isn't it lovely?
I'll text you later,
Hey?
by the way.
If you
Human
haven't got no
heels.
leather pants, Luke can lend them to you.
Yeah,
No.
I've got loads. Yeah, Kieran, you're right. I've got
Oh,
loads. Come on,
fucking
Budge.
hell,
Yeah, man.
No. I'd rather be a full kit wanker than wear that you suggested.
You could
Even
be
with a
leather
pair of
kid.
football boots on, I'd rather walk up to the stadium like I'm about to go out on the field than wear what you suggested. And
Probably
besides,
official West Ham socks as well.
Well, Budgie, if you're going to be difficult, wear a West Ham shirt then. Fine. Don't upset me. I'll be fine.
yeah, Wally says, watch out for UFOs in the sky, Reese.
Oh no, I have been looking out.
Yeah. Mind you,
Fucking
though.
hope that the train station's unlocked.
Reese, where are you?
Huntingdon,
Where the hell's that?
near Peterborough. It's like one stop away from Peterborough.
Well, you need to get home because, well, Kieran's left the screen and I'm a bit worried that he's come to find you.
I don't know, it's a bit lighter there.
The
station
hang on,
should
just
be
let me
open.
address this.
We're still at 2:42.
So, as far as I'm aware, we are going to the Carpenters. I don't know if you want to come there, but we may even go to the Supporters Club as well. So, hopefully, if you're coming, which it says you are, which you said you are.
Budgie,
yes.
When you say we're meeting at the Carpenters and you can meet us, what you need to say, remember Carpenters, you say, would that work? Would work. Come on.
Oh, come on, Luke.
Sit in the truck, mate. Sit in the truck.
Yeah, look, even Hammerette, look, she's put, Christ, Luke, shall he wear a pimp mask as well? I think
I think
gimp.
she's tried to put gimp mask.
Yeah.
And if I was to meet Budgie, look at his face, yes, he should.
You turn up.
That's why you're telling me about the car earlier.
Why do you think Luke is always hidden behind that icon?
Budgie,
are you right? I've got a face like someone's tried to put a forest fire with a spanner.
All right, mate.
All right, mate. Speak to you in a bit. Yeah, Smugs and Reese. Yeah, me and Reese are going to be there Sunday. Yeah, we're going to be there Sunday.
Has Happy sorted her season ticket out? Or
I don't know. Let us know in the chat.
Let us know. She's lost it when she wasn't completely drunk.
Right. Good evening, Lee. Thanks for joining us, mate.
Evening, Lee.
Saying hello.
Or morning, shall I say?
Lee.
Henderson or Rice or the 147 to Watlington.
Well, no, I'm on the other side of the line out of King's Cross, so I'm not going through Watlington.
Ah, right. Rice or Henderson?
Rice or Henderson? You guys are whack.
Yeah, mate. I'm going to have to find that and play that in a minute. Everybody's saying hello and whatnot. Yeah, look at this. Look, loads of people saying hello and laughing. Right, Happy, what are you saying? You know where to find me in my usual spot at the Carps? Yeah, of course, by the dartboard, near the DJ. Where else would we be? Where else would you be? Where else would I go? So that's where we'll be. So it's a 4 o'clock kickoff. So what? We're going to meet about 6:30 in the morning. Get a couple of beers in.
Yeah.
You know, no. I'm sort of aiming to get there for about midday at that rate. I suppose it's a 4 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah, well,
I think midday's good for me.
Person that I'm getting the train with, she said 8:30 off Peterborough, so that'll be about 10 into London, and then getting across London probably about 10:30, 11. I'll get
11:30. Yeah, 11. Yeah. I'll see what I can do about getting up there for about 11 then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so it just
keep
means I've
updated
got.
what's going on.
I just hang on. Instead of me catching the 10:48, I'll just get the 9:48. That worked for me.
Yeah.
I'll be there for you anyway if I leave at 9:48. It takes me an hour and 10 minutes to get to Stratford. Yes, so we will go to the supporters club at some point. I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure.
probably will.
In fact, I need to go online and renew my membership.
Oh, I'm just gonna buy
It's
fucking
it's
one on
due up
the
this week.
Don't get happy to do it.
day.
Oh right, so season ticket is all sorted out now.
Wonderbar.
That's good to know. That's good to know. I will leave at 10:30 and be there by 11. Yeah, all right, smarty pants. What stand are you seated in? That doesn't make sense, does it? What stand are you seated in? Yeah, I do know.
Could be
Yeah, I know what
what
you
seat
mean.
are you standing in?
Yeah,
Oh wait, hang
yeah.
on.
Well,
There's a replacement bus
well,
service. at
just
2
to let
o'clock.
you know, lads, I'll probably get to my seat about 2 o'clock. Start drinking, smoking
Yeah,
about then, and then
get
watch.
the get the wife to bring you your
I'll be there for
lunch.
4.
Get your wife to bring your lunch in from the kitchen. Right. So now I need to have a look. Oh God, I'm gonna have a look see where are our tickets? What stand are we in? Bobby Moore Upper, isn't it?
Yeah, I was gonna say I got an email about my
Yeah, I
ticket
had to put it
earlier.
into my Google wallet.
Yeah, I can put it into my Apple Pay.
There we go. Manchester City, West Ham.
What the hell's
Do,
that?
do, do,
Oh,
do. Hang on.
hold on.
No, that's not it. That's ages ago. That was
Please present your card
last
or
season.
your
Oh, no,
mobile
it ain't.
phone.
Casually
In
buy the drink
May.
from the vending machine. Yeah, so I talk to you.
That's the last home game of last season, you dickhead. What the hell? Yeah, right. Where's
Please
my
present your
email?
card or authorizing.
What the heck? Oh dear, that is
Vending
funny.
machine.
Yeah, I got you.
Get an iron
Um,
brew. Reese, get an iron
wrong
brew.
email.
No, I've actually gone for Tango Berry Peachy. It's a sign.
Oh, hey.
Ah, pizza.
Oh, hey.
It's a sign.
Oh, hey.
Apparently, there's a replacement bus at 2 o'clock. Might get that.
Yeah, it's only 20 minutes reach.
It's either that or wait an hour for a train. Hour and 10 minutes for a train.
Right, ticket office.
That's nice.
Let me have a look at this. Oh, here we go. Bobby Moore stand. Block 247, row 45, seat 99. We're going in through Turnstile J.
Turnstile J, okay, cool.
Do you know what I do want to do this time round though? I want to go around and have a look at the statues. I ain't been round that side yet.
Yeah, we can do. Well,
I definitely want to get some
early.
pictures. I want to get some pictures over there and in fact, perhaps we could record that thing that we're talking about there.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we could. Maybe we could. We'll see. Yeah, so they've actually sent me my ticket now, which is
I
the
think they've sent me mine
the
as
one
well.
with the barcodes on it. And it ain't got the QR code. Yeah. Right now, let me put that into my.
Reese, are you drinking cider?
No, he's drinking Tango Very Peachy.
No, you should be drinking cider.
No, I was going to say,
I
I had a
think.
bloody skinful. I had a bloody skinful on Sunday, though, didn't I?
Where are you, Reese?
Oh, there it is.
Huntingdon.
What, 100 train station?
Yes. Train track is there.
What are you doing at a train station, Reese?
At
Going
140.
Getting home, yeah. Getting home.
Going home.
Right, let's have a look, see what's happening in the comments, shall we?
So I could have got a train
Where's
an hour
where's
ago,
the
but bloody
last one?
Thames
There it
Link.
is.
Bloody Thames Link
Can't
cancelled.
you get a
like,
taxi,
2
mate?
points. I could do.
Uh,
I was going to
Happy
do it
Emirates
if
still in
I...
Trevor Brookings' stand. Go on,
So it
mate,
was
sorry.
like 30 quid for a taxi, where if I just get the train to Peterborough, at this time of night, I'm not even going to have to buy a ticket, and then it's only 15 quid for a taxi back from Peterborough. So I might as well just do that.
Mm.
How long you got to wait, Reese?
There's a bus in 20 minutes or an hour for a train.
Yeah, get the bus, mate.
Yeah, I was going to say they cancelled 2 of them. That's why this one's a bus. Apparently.
Right.
Ticket options, single return, Rice or Henderson. Rice or Henderson! It says Happy Emirates. You made them shout then. Sorry.
You guys are whack.
AHTV is still going, folks. They're still, they might
been
not
very
have done
quiet.
so much during the off season,
Yeah.
but
Very
they're
quiet.
still there. They're still there, mate. James, what have you missed? Well, we spoke a little bit about Agued's injury. We spoke a little bit about the beast that we're expecting Shamaka to be. We spoke a little bit about left back. We spoke about Masuaku going to wherever he's gone to. Besiktas, that was the one. We spoke a little bit about losing, the players that we have done for whatever reasons in our squad, and the fact that we haven't even really replenished the ones that we've lost. So, that was a basic summing up. Bonk, thank you for joining us, mate. I don't know why you didn't get your notification. I scheduled this about 6 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was a good while ago. We were talking about it, wasn't it?
Yeah. And there you go, Happy Emirates. Hits the nail on the head. Random shit, Bong. Will do, folks. AHTV is coming back when the season starts. There you go. See, they're having a break.
Yeah.
They're having a break. Football memes of the month. Breaking news. Go on, memes. Tell us what you got to tell us, buddy. And thank you for joining us, by the way. Nice of you to join us. Sorry, Fresh presumed you were.
Yeah, Luke, that's why I am wearing the hat.
Yep, we are massive, and I'll tell you what, actually, as you've mentioned that we are massive, I have actually got something to show you.
We are fucking massive.
There we go.
There you go.
It just feels...
I hope they showed that to Skamaka and he realises it.
Yeah. Memes says we are in advanced talks with Lille after personal terms agreed with Nico Shearer.
I don't even know who that is. Is that another one?
Neither do I. It's 163.
Yeah, we've gone up another one now. Thanks for that, memes.
Yeah. Thanks for that, memes. Cheers, mate.
I don't know if you've also seen, I've just been on Twitter, and we're also in talks with a player called Romero Bollockso.
It's in my Google Pay, Google Wallet.
Yeah, I'm going to sort mine out in Apple Pay when I get back and stuff.
I don't have Apple Pay. I don't have Apple Pay. I wouldn't know what that is. It's on iPhones, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't. I'm an Android man, if you know what I mean. I'm not actually an Android.
You sure about that? Zip, 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 zip.
Oh right, okay, yeah. Well, there you go. See, I told you, didn't I? Stel wanted to know if you wanted to be a mod on the weekly on Mondays, Mr. Bong. Anana incoming.
Bloody hope
Hopefully,
so.
mate. I hope you're right.
Maybe
Yeah, why not
bananas.
be a mod? Hey, why not?
Bananas incoming.
Onana. Onana. Yeah, it's bananas.
Banana.
No, but
Banana
Onana, I
Rama.
agree. I like Onana. I did look at him, but I don't know how true that rumour is going to be. We spoke about left backs, but didn't come up with a single name. No, you're right. We
Well,
didn't, Fred.
I'll tell you
We
what, bud.
didn't.
My
Mate,
two
the
names
only
many
left
times.
back I really, Rico Henry is the only one I would
gone.
want to go and get.
Zinchenko and Ram, they're both gone.
Yeah. Well,
So, I don't know who else.
Zinchenko, I don't think was ever going to come to West Ham ever.
No, but neither was
Mate,
Ram.
you
for
don't,
that
you,
matter.
don't, you
I
don't,
dislike him.
you don't generally find players, with the exception of Zabaleta, of course, but he was coming to the end of his career anyway. But you don't generally find players coming from the likes of Man City or whatever to us unless they're injury prone at the end of their careers, or they're just at war with the manager.
Yeah.
We just generally don't get those top 3 or 4
thing
teams.
Is, the only
selling
trouble is
players
that left backs are really at a premium. It's very hard to find that many great left backs anymore.
And that's why I value Rico Henry so highly, because I think he showed last season that he's got the capability to play in the Premiership, and with the right team and the right management around him, I think he would become quite a monster out there on the left. You stick him in a Liverpool or a Man City, he would be an absolute monster. That's why I would like us to have gone for him, but it just didn't happen.
Oh, there's a police car just gone past. They'll have it be me literally turning the pitch, bloody getting arrested on stream. Well, I don't know if so they can't do anything anyway.
Budge, gives you what's the first game of the season, right? Kicks off. It's Palace against Arsenal.
Yeah.
I've predicted that Arsenal will beat them 2-1. What's your thoughts? Arsenal will kick off well.
Palace Arsenal.
More than that.
Yeah.
Do you know what? We all thought last season.
I'll tell you what, lads.
Hang on, wait. We all
Right.
thought last season the opening game of the season was Brentford versus Arsenal, and we all thought 3-pointer for Arsenal.
Point.
They got stuffed by Brentford.
Yeah, good point. Mate.
So do not be surprised, boys, if Arsenal do get stuffed. They haven't had a great pre-season themselves. So, from what my nephew was saying,
they have strengthened well, Arsenal. So.
Yeah, I mean they've had a few decent results in the last few games. Yeah, I mean like they beat Liverpool, didn't they?
Is I'm looking at the first week's fixtures now. So how about we go through them? Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. I reckon Arsenal will win that 2-0.
I think it will either be
I've gone for a 2-1.
I'll go for a low-scoring draw, so 1-1, or a 2-1, or a 2-1 win. Either way, I'm not going to go with which side.
Yeah.
So that's 3.
Because
you got 3 predictions then.
Yeah, that's it, mate. That's how I'm staying. I'm chairing this meeting, so you can just put up with my rules.
Fucking hell, mate.
Okay then.
Could be a draw, could be a win either way. Fucking hell.
The next game.
Nailed it.
The next game is Saturday, 12:30. Fulham at home to Liverpool. I'm going for a 3-0 win for Liverpool.
I'm going
So-
for a 4-0 win for Liverpool.
Yeah, I've gone for
And-
3-0 myself.
And actually, no, I'm going to go 4-1 because I think Fulham will get a penalty. 4-1, a Fulham penalty. There you go. Next game.
3-0.
Next game is AFC Bournemouth versus Aston Villa at 3 o'clock. I'm going for a 2-2.
That's a good shout. That's a good shout.
I'm going for a 1-1.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. 1-1.
I'm going to go 2-1 Villa.
The next game is Leeds United versus Wolverhampton Wanderingtons. And I'm going for a 0-0.
I'm going for a 2-0 win Leeds.
I'm going for a 1-1 draw again. Another draw. 1-1.
Get off that fence.
It's got draw written all over it, that.
Go on. What are you saying, Reece?
I was going to say 1-0 Leeds.
Yeah, I say 2-0
We've
Leeds.
got a
So
Leeds
go on.
fan in the chat. We've got a Leeds fan in the chat.
Got two of them. Got two
I
of
hope
them.
it is, but I hope it
Father and
is.
son.
I hope Leeds start well.
Table teams in it.
Go on in. Next game, please, Luke.
Next game is Newcastle United versus Nottingham Forest. I am going for a 2-0 Newcastle win.
Mm-hmm.
I'll back that up with a 2-1 Newcastle win.
Yeah.
4-2
Go on.
Newcastle.
Look, Reece.
4-2
How many?
Newcastle.
4-2.
4-2.
Lots of goals.
That's a good shout. Yeah. I'm going for 3-0 Newcastle win.
And what's next?
Good chance that.
St Maximan to get a brace. Go on. Anyway, carry on.
This is the last of the 3 o'clocks on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Tottenham Spurs versus my hometown, the place I was born, Southampton.
Yeah, weirdos.
1-0 Southampton. 1-0 Southampton.
No, I'm going to upset every West Ham fan who's going to listen to this.
I think it's going to be 3-0 Tottenham.
Yeah, I think Spurs are going to do really well this season.
They're going to romp it, mate, I'll tell you.
Budgie 3-0. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I think 2-0. I think Tottenham will do them 2-0 and comfortable.
Right. Okay.
So on the
What's the
Saturday,
5:30?
5:30 is Everton versus Chelsea. Now, this is interesting because Chelsea, I think, who knows what they're going to do, but Everton going to suck. So I fancy Chelsea bowling them over 3-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll back it up with 3-0.
Also, I'll add to that, I reckon it'd be 2-1 to Chelsea for about the last 70 minutes, and Everton would be interested, and then Chelsea just score a cheeky one, and it'd be 3-1.
Right. So you're going to back it up with a 3-0, did you say, Kieran?
Yeah, 3-0 to Chelsea, that one.
Right. Go on. Reece?
So we're on to Sunday.
Chelsea.
We've got the last 3 games of Sunday.
Hang on. I didn't give you my prediction for the Everton-Chelsea game.
Well, then fucking hurry up, Budge.
Let it up, Luke. Let everyone have a go.
Hey, yeah, come on. My toy. I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
You sit on the fence and wait.
Everton.
That's not sitting on the fence, mate.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
giving Everton a bit of credit and Chelsea none whatsoever.
Yeah. I think we might be surprised by Chelsea.
I think so, but I've got a feeling we might be surprised by the game on Sunday. Right, go on next.
Oh, sorry, Budgie. Can I continue? You okay now, are you?
You may
yeah.
continue, sir.
Get on with it.
Sunday,
Yeah.
the first. Well, we've got two at 2 p.m. Alphabetically, the first is Leicester City versus Brentford. I mean, that is just wow.
That's got gold written all over it for a
Well, it
start.
could be anything, couldn't it? It could be 4-4,
Yeah.
0-0.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll
give you mine
Leicester at
first,
home. I
then.
fancy Leicester.
I fancy that being 2-2.
You
I
beat
really
me
do.
to it, bud. That's what I
Well,
picked. 2-2.
Yeah, it's got that written all over it. It's got goals written all over it. Two strong enough teams. They're quite evenly matched, I think. Yeah,
I reckon
2-2.
I reckon it's going to be 3-2 either way. I can't call it which way, but it'll be 3-2 either way.
No, personally, I
With a
think
cheeky
Leicester might win
last
that.
couple of minute goal.
I think Leicester might win that because Brentford. I can't see Brentford doing what they did last season, if I'm honest.
Well,
A little bit more nous about.
I do. To be fair, I do think Brentford are going to have a pretty poor season this season.
I don't know.
And the other 14.
No, I'm not so convinced. I've got to be honest.
They can always surprise you, Brentford.
Who's the other game, Luke? There at 2 o'clock.
The next 2 p.m. is Manchester United versus Brighton and Hove Albion. For me, I think Manchester United, whilst we say they're a shambles, this is the kind of game, first game of the season, new manager. I fancy 2-0 United.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going 2-0 Man United.
Yeah. Luke,
I'd say 3-3. I can see a 3-3 draw out of it and being the game of the weekend or whatever they call it.
Okay. I'm going for an absolute romping 4-0 Man United.
Could be. Ten Hag's in charge, mate. Anything could happen now.
Yep. I think we're going to see a very different Manchester United this season.
Yeah, I agree.
And the last game is a little 4:30 kickoff versus some upstarts from the north versus the finest team the world has ever seen, because they are massive. They are West Ham, and I believe they will lose 2-0.
Right. Well, I was at the game last season when we played them at the last home game, and we really took the game to them in the first 35 minutes, and we went 2-0 up really easily, and I can see that happening again, and I can see us being a little more resilient this season than we were last season. So I'm going to say it's going to finish 5-2 to City.
Well, that's the thing, is that you've got Grealish, Foden, and De Bruyne just popping balls into Haaland.
Haaland won't last 10 minutes.
Yeah, but we've got Craig Dawson.
Exactly, that's what I was going to say. Haaland won't last 10 minutes. Craig Dawson will two-foot him.
Oh, listen, he's been at the tailors all week this week, having his pockets adjusted for Haaland. Don't you worry about him, mate.
I reckon Man City will do us 2-0, and Haaland will score.
I reckon we'll do them 7-0. No,
Eight
all
nil.
seriousness.
8-0.
All seriousness. Okay. No, in all seriousness, I reckon. Well, seeing as we're going to be at the game, we've always got to have a bit of hope and stuff, ain't you? I reckon 2-1 us.
Yeah. No, I was actually joking about the 5-2 because I really don't think that we will roll over that easily. So I actually think that it will probably end up being a narrow 3-2 or 2-1 win for City, but I think we'll give them a much closer game than most people would assume we will. On that, I actually think also I'm going to make a little prediction that Skamaka will score from outside the box an absolute peach of a goal.
Well, I've just missed that
on-
fucking bus that I was meant to get because I didn't know where the fuck it was
on
going
the-
from. Okay, looks like
Oh,
I'm
you
going to wait another
don't.
45 minutes for a train. Oh well.
Oh no. Yeah, so I think Skamaka will score from outside the box. An absolute peach on the 33rd minute. Wouldn't that be good? While we're all clapping.
An absolute peach on the 33rd minute.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I
Yeah.
said. And guys and girls, any of you that are watching between now and Sunday when the game starts, on the 33rd minute, we would like any and all to put their hands together in memory of Peach on the 33rd minute, please. If you can get your friends to join in, please do. It would mean a lot to Peach's family and his friends and the guys that know him through this. So there we go. Little appeal for you. Let's go through a few more comments then, boys. Sorry, Budgie, been away for a bit and missed a few shows. It's all right, James. It's all good, mate. I haven't done much on Green Street. I've got to be honest with you. You know, the stuff that's been going on Random has been pretty random, and it depends on who's, you know, got to get up and go to actually start a stream tonight. It was me. West Ham Clip says at Football Memes of the month, he's a good source but jumps the gun quite a lot. It probably isn't as advanced as he's suggesting. That's the talks with Lille.
That's Charlie talking, isn't it?
Well, I don't know, you know.
No, I can tell you for a fact it's not Charlie. I can tell you for a fact it's not Charlie.
Mm.
Because there's something Clips has said to me, I can tell you for a fact it's not Charlie.
Mm. Freshfield is saying that he'd read that fee was agreed with Lille, but personal terms to be hammered out. 35 million euros plus 5 add-ons.
That'll be a good deal if that comes through.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad one. Foe says, Budgie, to be fair, I thought you were half man, half gin and tonic, not android. Wait, listen, I'm half Clive, I'm half Gordon. Gordon is not my friend. Clips says Skamaka was actually on his way to PSG, but someone played him the random video with Zabaleta and decided to come to Stratford. Yeah, wouldn't that be lovely if that was true? James is in the house. Good evening, James. E20's own TV. If you haven't subscribed to him already, please do.
Yeah, guys, subscribe to Jimbo.
Just done £170 in cold blood. Hope you guys are all good. Sorry, mate.
I said also follow him on Twitter because he's doing a lot of spaces at the moment.
Yeah, they're actually quite good. Some of them are really funny.
Yeah,
some of them are really sensible, and you know they're talking about the game, etc. And other times they're just talking a lot of whole nonsense like we do on here, really. I suppose. 24 million, I think. Round went for. Did he? 24 million. That's a steal. Oh,
I know. He went to Leipzig, I think, and it seems like a sideways move to me. I'm surprised.
Yeah, but then some players aren't comfortable leaving their own country, are they?
No, it's not that. It's a. You've got an agent, and he makes you the steps to get you to. So his next move will be to. Mate, come on. It's like Frankfurt. You said. It's like you said on the chat, Budgie, that Kante would take 130 grand a week. He wouldn't, because he's got he doesn't make that decision because he's got guys that do that. It might be his dad, it might be his brother, it might be an agent.
Yeah. I get that, but so what you're saying is that the player has no say in it at all then?
No, I think the player knows his path, and his path is to try and get to one of those big 15, 10 clubs that can pay him X, Y, Z and get him onto the stage that he can do what he can do. I know I'm going to upset people, but Ram's pathway never ever looks like it had West Ham in it. I think West Ham are in a difficult position because we don't. I know we're massive everywhere we go, but we don't quite have the pull of those teams in the Premier League that are above us.
You're bang on right, mate. You're bang on right. James Bond says, considering we haven't sold a first-team player, in my opinion, we haven't done so badly so far in the window. No, we haven't. We haven't done badly, but the thing is, okay, we might not have sold a first-team player, but at least one first-team player is going to get relegated to being a squad player. At least one. So,
the thing is,
you know,
I still just think we need to strengthen left back.
I mean, we can't rest on our haunches with just one left back. We can't rest on our haunches with just two, maybe three central midfielders that can do the job. You know, we need to strengthen in all those areas.
Who was it we played? Oh, what was it? When we played in that last friendly or whatever, I think Ben Johnson was out at left back, wasn't he? In that last friendly.
What, against Lons?
Yeah. I think BJ was out left back.
I have to be honest, I had been drinking heavily that day, and I don't even remember watching it.
So I watched the first couple of minutes because there weren't no commentary on it, and then I went in Asda, and then looked on Twitter and Asda, and people were bitching about it was in French or something, so I ain't continuing watching that. But yeah, for the first couple of minutes, Ben Johnson was at left back, so unless Moyes is trying to convert him into a left back, but I'd still want to see someone come in, even if he does convert Ben Johnson into a top class left back, I'd still want to see someone else come in as well.
Right, so we got some of the predictions in from the games. So should we go through some of them? Because we know, we all had a bit of a shout at it, didn't we? So, Disabled Team says the Arsenal game will end up 3-0 to Arsenal. Freshfielder says Palace 2, Arsenal 5.
I'd love to see that. Great game.
3-1 to Arsenal. Eh?
Well, if the first game was Crystal Palace 2, Arsenal 5, well, that's a great happy day. Hopefully,
I don't know. Crystal Palace, pretty close to me.
Fo, by the way, Fo's off. Fo said he's off.
Fo, thanks for joining us, buddy.
Good night, Fo.
See you soon, mate.
I'll drop you a text tomorrow at some point. So, yeah.
Sorry, Happy Amrat says that she thinks Arsenal will smash them. E20 Zone says draw. Disabled Team says 5-0 to Liverpool. Freshfielder says 5-1 to Liverpool. Yeah, just don't gamble, he says. This is E20 Zone. Liverpool will smash them too. Yep. Freshfielder says Bournemouth 3, Villa 3. I think that's one of us lot said that as well, didn't we?
No, I said 3-3 for the Man United Brighton game.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah. Disabled Team says 3-0 to Villa. Happy Amaret says 1-0 to Villa. Fo said 3-1 to Villa. Freshfielder says Leeds 3-1 Wolves. Oh, right. So you're saying a 3-1 win over Wolves for Leeds. Yeah, well, you know, I can see them doing it quite good. 3-2 for Leeds, says Stuart. Happy Amaret says 2-1. Fo Cheesy says a 1-1 draw. Wally Well says Frederick's hat-trick for Bournemouth. Why are we laughing? Because it ain't beyond the realms of possibility. Is it?
No,
Yeah,
we're just
Beat
laughing
better.
because no, we're just
Because
laughing
because
Wally
we
loves Frederick so
mentioned
much.
Bournemouth and yeah, the Fredericks line has to come out. It has to.
it's another,
4-0.
lads. It's another American dream.
Yeah, true. Keep an eye out for your train.
Oh, it's another 40, half hour. Plenty of time.
All right, okay. James is saying Villa win. E20 zone. James is saying a Leeds win. New players look good. Yeah, agreed. Newcastle nil, Norwich nil. Not for eh?
They signed a good right back, Leeds. When I watched
Yeah,
it, you know, the Leeds game over here, you know, at Suncorp,
yeah.
I really noticed him. Good, big lad. Christensen, I think it's called. Yeah, he looks a bit of a player, man. Good right back.
Oh, cool. Freshfield is saying Newcastle nil, not Forest nil. That's not a bad shout, mate.
Yeah, Newcastle win.
Foshi's
Newcastle,
saying 3-0 to Newcastle. Hammeret says 2-1 to Newcastle. Lee says 3-2 to Leeds. The disabled team 2-2 Newcastle Forest. Mr. Bong says Newcastle nil, Forest nil. James says Newcastle 7-0 win. Lingard gets sent off. Oh, mate. Wouldn't that be such a sweet thing?
Yeah, but it wouldn't. But then all our fans are gonna have wasted money on fake money, haven't they?
Yeah.
Also as well, lads.
Not really. It wouldn't be a waste if they're throwing it at him when he gets sent
come
off.
on, lads.
Throwing it to him, not at him, but to him. Yeah, you know,
get
passing
that chip
it to
off
him.
our shoulders. The lads signed for someone else. Come on.
Okay, let's move on a bit then. Disabled team was saying a 4-1 win for Tottenham. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Happy Amaret said 5-0 to the Saints.
Good girl. Sure.
Freshfielder says Tottenham nil, Southampton 7.
Well done, Fresh.
Yeah, it's on the cards, isn't it?
Look, you have to pick an even number, Fresh. So I'm going to top that up a little bit. We call that 8-0 because it has to be an even number to get your predictions right. 4-0 to Spurs, says Bo. James Bong says Sutton nil, Spuds nil. I think you mean Southampton, not Sutton, because if Tottenham were playing Sutton, we would all be drinking.
It's about their
right
level.
now. If they were in the same league as Sutton, we would all be drinking to their good health. James says 2-1 to Spurs.
I think Habaret's heading off as well.
Oh, is she? Oh, happy. See you later, darling. See you Sunday, if not before. Freshfielder says Everton nil, Chelsea 5. Chelsea easy win. 0-0 from James Bong. That is not James Fever. Foshizi says 2-0 for Chelsea. Fever says Everton 1-0. Oh, Everton 1-0. I think that's the shock of the weekend. See, now, I actually said that, didn't I? Didn't I say a 2-0 win or 2-1 win for Everton, didn't I? I said.
That would be a shock.
You said 3-1 win Chelsea.
I think. Did I?
I remember you said 3-1 Chelsea. It'd be 2-1 for like.
I'm fairly sure I said
minutes.
that it would be good if Everton did. Oh, I don't know. I can't bloody remember.
You might have said it'd be good if Everton win, but
yeah, maybe.
Like, you're not sure what Chelsea going to be like this season. But you also said you could see it being 3-1. 2-1
yeah,
most
I probably
of the game,
did.
and then they're going to score in the last minute.
That weren't me.
Budgie, you picked about 8 results for it, so it could be any of them.
Oh, stop it. Jealousy gets you nowhere. 3-0 says Hammerat. 2-0 says Stuart. And Foe says Everton look like genuine relegation contenders. Lampard the first to be sacked. I think that's a good shout. Lampard to be the first one sacked. But then you're not going to get great odds on that. I think James Fever would be able to back me up on that. I think he's probably the favourite. So you're not going to get very good odds on that if you did have a little flutter on it.
There's a few contenders.
Fairly obvious
You know,
that
if you go by what you're seeing, isn't there? I mean,
but it's fairly obvious he's top of the list.
Jesse Marshall at Leeds needs a good start too because he's a contender for that.
Yeah.
And and Moyes.
Well, yeah, but I think you know, I think Moyes is fairly safe, mate. You know.
Yeah, I think he is.
I think if he don't pick up more than 20 points between now and Christmas, 25 points between now and Christmas,
I think he'd be right.
I think he'd probably be
I think
under
that
the top.
the boy at Southampton, Usenthal, whatever his name is. I mean, he has to watch his back, mate.
Hasenhüttl.
His jacket could be on a shaky nail.
I like saying his name, Hasenhüttl.
Yeah, Hasenhüttl. Happy was saying, I think Spud's being bottle jobs won't be the biggest surprise for most, but the best result of Saturday. Yeah, okay. 5-1 Brentford Leicester. Sean says.
Yeah, well, Sean.
Brentford said 3-1 says Happy. 2-2 says Foe. Leicester have finished bottom half 10-11. Wow.
No, I think less than that.
Well, James is fairly kind of in the know with the.
So I've just seen that Clips has made a comment. But we'll get to it when we get to it. But
okay.
I just want to say to Clips, I hope you're sat there sorting out episode 2 of Craig Dawson's a Striker.
Yes, we are waiting for that, Clips. We really are.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Brighton draw. Right, okay, look, we've gone through quite a lot of these score things. Foe says Damsgaard is a brilliant signing for Brentford. Surprisingly, another Dane. Yeah. He looks like quite a good player. Right, let's see. Oh, hang on. Let's go with the Brighton result, the West Ham result. Sorry, my bad. So, Freshfielder says 4-1 to West Ham. Lovely if it was true, mate. Hammerette says the Mighty Hammers 3-2. Worst case 3-1 us if we give Skamaka enough time on the pitch. 2-2 a draw, Man City, West Ham. Well, that's what it was at the end of the season last season. So there's absolutely no reason why it couldn't be that again. Foe's being a bit more realistic. 1-0 Man City.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember in the West Ham Network previews I think it was Eyes United. Whenever Foe would predict 1-0 to the opposition, we'd win. Do you remember that, Budgie?
Foe has never predicted West Ham to win ever. It's part of his DNA. He will not predict West Ham to win. He always predicts West Ham to lose, and that's his thing. So no surprise. But I think we will lose. There you go. And be honest, guys. Does any of you think here?
Talk about that.
Does anyone think Skamaka?
Machine.
Does anyone think Skamaka will actually get any game time in the first game? I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I think he'll get game time.
I do.
But
I do.
Kieran,
one and a half dozen of the
Kieran,
stars.
I'm going to say it depends on how it goes.
Yeah.
It really all depends on how he's been in training. And from anything that I've seen, read and heard about Skamaka in training, everybody's impressed with him.
Well,
so,
it's not that, Budgie. If we're 1-0 down, if we're 1-0, say we go into half time 0-0, and then they score at about 68th minute, and you reckon that Moyes is going to bring on subs? I can't see it.
What, 1-0 down?
Unless they score another 2, and we're
Well, let's slightly adjust that scenario, Luke, right? We're pressing, but we can't get in the box. Antonio is notorious for not being able to score outside the box in grey and blue. Right? Bowen is more likely to. I think you'll find Declan Rice is more likely to than Antonio. But, you know, we're struggling. We're struggling. It's 70th minute. You know, we're pressing, but we're not getting in the box. Scamacca is the perfect player to bring on, judging by what I've seen of him. He's the perfect player to bring on to completely change the attacking, to change the attacking prowess. And to do that, you would have to take off Antonio, or you would have to take off whoever's out on the left and put Antonio out on the left and leave him out there. Because Scamacca is a lot more skillful than any of those players I've mentioned, including Bowen. He's a lot more skillful than any of them, and he's more likely to be able to get something on target.
I agree with everything you said, but there's one missing.
David Moyes, yeah.
Is David? So,
yeah, you're bang on right. You're bang on right, but you know, listen. I mean, even Happy says that we faced them 3 times last season, 1-1, drew 1, lost 1. You know, that ain't a bad result against the champions and possibly one of the better sides in the world.
Done well last season.
Yeah. Foe says that the midfielders aren't passing to Haaland quickly enough. Excuse me, it honestly could be a decent time to play them. Agreed. Lee says that he thinks it's going to be 2-1 to City. Who is going to start? There's a good question. Who is going to start?
Well, it's going to Scamacca, Antonio up front sort of wise. Personally, I think it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. But I don't know till we see the team sheets.
No, I can't see Scamacca starting. I'm not even sure if Areola starts. I'm still not convinced.
Do you know what though? Who do you think would be the best players? Well, you know, he likes playing the 4-2, whatever it is. What is it?
4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1. So if he plays that with Scamacca up front, who do you reckon he's going to play behind him? Bearing in mind,
Antonio,
we're assuming he'll put Antonio out on the left and he'll have Bowen on the right.
Bowen on the right.
Who will be central?
Toss
up between Ben Rama. I'd like to see Ben Rama there because I think Ben Rama would be quite good as a number 10.
You see, for me, I think the best player for someone like Scamacca would be Lanzini. For me, his passing is so much better than Ben Rama's, and his long range passing isn't as good as Fornell's, but the short range, intricate stuff is much better from Lanzini. And that kind of stuff will just, it will give Scamacca absolute wet dreams, mate. I swear to God it would. That's my opinion. No. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Guess who's turned up in the chat?
Hang on, I'm coming down to the bottom because I want to see everything.
I'll tell you what, mate, I know whatever system would prefer to play, I think there's every chance he plays
look, come on. Look.
Like
look, how can you be disappointed that this man has turned up? Mr. Frankel, thank you for joining us.
Obviously, I'm joking. You know how much I love Frankel. You know I'm joking.
Well, listen, Frankel, you've got the keys to the door. If you want to open it live, he's in the chat now. You can come in and do it now. You know you're always welcome, and the front door is yours. So open it, come in. Right, so.
Yeah, let's stay there, mate. Don't be surprised if West Ham play 3 at the back against City. We go at 3 centre half, and Cresswell being one of them.
Yeah. Is that
That's what
the comment you were referring to, Reese?
I know when I said no, I said
Oh no, that's in
reasonable payment
response
charge
to what you said, yeah.
to the Craig
So
Dawson thing. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, let me find it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think they will start well, Clipsy. No, I think Newcastle will be all right. I think they've made some good, solid, professional signings. I think they'll do all right on Newcastle.
Oh yeah, I understand what you're saying there, Adam. Yeah, good shout, mate. Yeah, good shout. Yeah, and actually, while we're on the subject of the last Peach and Frankel show, we don't know when that's going to be yet, do we? Obviously,
No,
clearly,
we're not sure.
but yeah, that kind of reminds me of this.
Welcome to probably the last ever episode of the Franklin Peach Show, because Peach can't get here on time, and I told him if he can't get here on time, then I'm done. I ain't got time for this. This isn't how it works, son. I ain't got time for this. This isn't how it works, son. I ain't got time for this. This isn't how it works,
son. I ain't got time for this. This isn't how it works.
Just a little bit of randomness there going on. Oh, I do like that. That is funny though. So, where are we at? We're at 1 hour 51. That's not bad going, really. And it is 2:27 in the morning for me.
I've still got 20 minutes till my train.
Yeah. Are you actually on the platform?
Well, it's on the other side, but like I've got plenty of time to go over.
You can jump across the tracks. What's your name?
there's a
Peter
bridge.
Parker. Oh,
Bridge.
right. I thought you were Peter Parker going to swing your way over, I think. Yeah. The old web swinger. Right, let's get back to the comments.
Reese, you seen the aliens?
What aliens? Oh no,
Oh,
yeah, I
you
haven't
seen
seen the
any?
aliens yet. Apart from apparently Clips in the chat. Seems apparently Clips is an alien now.
There's Clipsy's mate, Rebecca.
Yeah, part of Clips.
Yeah, we've got to be on our best behaviour, boys, because we've got royalty in the house now, so you know.
Yeah. Clipsy's mate, Rebecca. They're all mates.
Clips is
She
mate.
knows.
Yeah.
She knows who it is.
Of course. Cool. It's Peach's favourite subject, wasn't it? Who is Clips?
Oh, God.
Yeah, it always was. He was convinced it was a mixture of Charlie, Rebecca, and Tom, wasn't he?
Yeah. But then I threw out there that it could be Tom's brother Ben, didn't I?
Yeah.
Just a little while ago.
Well, I'd like to introduce another Peach subject.
Go on.
Kieran, have you been killed by a spider, a shark, or a snake this week?
Or a crocodile.
No, but I will tell you this, Luke. I spent a couple of days last week at my mate's. He's moving his property. He's on about 4 acres, right? And then his big shed, we're clearing it out behind a skip because he's got to move everything. So much crap in there. And we were amazed that we didn't come across a snake in there because it's winter here and the snakes like to hibernate and they do come into sheds and places like that. When I say a shed, it's a massive, tin shed, big area. And amongst all them boxes and that, we expected to see at least one snake come out of there when we were moving it, and we didn't. We were quite surprised. So, yeah, when you're putting your hands in these places where you shouldn't and there's snakes about, it can be a bit scary.
So all agreed.
Big leather gauntlets, mate. That's the
in a
answer.
ridiculous country.
Yeah.
What's that, mate?
You live in a ridiculous country.
Yeah, it is.
Do.
Everything here either stings you or bites you. Everything. Yeah. Or attacks you. Yeah, there's a lot of it.
Everything wants to kill you. Everything.
Even the grass. Mate. Even the ants. Mate, you get bit by a bull ant.
You got killer grass as well, haven't you?
You will jump. A bull ant is like getting a hot hot match that you just lit and stick it in your leg. That's what a bull ant feels like when it bites you.
Well,
Everything.
I know how you feel.
Right.
To be fair, I do know how
everything
you
wants to kill you
feel.
in Australia.
There was a butterfly that looked like it was coming in the house. So I shut the back door, and I watched it through the window until it fluttered away, and I opened the back door again. So I know how it feels, mate. I know how it feels.
I think you're
You
fairly
are
safe.
a
Luke.
fruitcake, mate. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
The other,
I even had a
Uh,
pull me in the
Wally
eye.
says
Yeah.
just make a lot of noise and snakes will disappear.
That's the way to
Mate.
go. He's right. If you make enough
Yeah.
noise, they
subject.
will go away from you.
No,
Are you a great? Are you
I
a great trainer,
completely
Kieran?
disagree.
You got to put a
The way
Bluetooth
to
speaker
go-
in there first for a little while and blow out a bit
No,
of
the way
Iron
to
Maiden.
go is not to live where snakes are.
Yeah,
That's
well,
the
that's
way
true.
to go.
It's quite impossible in this fucking country, isn't it? I mean, even
Yeah.
when we were working out west, where the place is full of snakes out in the bush, we had snake guys come and teach us how to handle snakes and how to treat them. And one of the things they said was, well, when you come into the work area, just stamp your feet a lot, make a lot of noise. He said if they're hiding under a box or whatever, the snake will slide off
I'm
into
on
the
the
bush.
lookout for snakes now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the
fresh
the
field of
things
nose,
that-
look. Man-eating butterflies, mate. We
Yeah,
suffer
there
with
we
them
go,
every
mate.
summer.
Honestly, it wouldn't
Honestly,
surprise
we
me.
have hordes of them over here. You don't know how lucky you are being over there with all those minor little issues. Like saltwater crocodiles, bull sharks,
Yeah.
Well, that's
snakes that want to eat you.
Budgie, I
Yeah.
can get my head around spiders and snakes, but
Yeah.
but alligators, crocodiles, and sharks. I mean, no, I'm
Yeah.
out. I'm out.
I know,
I'm
I know,
out.
yeah. And
No, we
Luke,
don't,
you know,
we don't have gators.
No, not gators. But we were chatting about this not so long ago, and I was telling Kieran about a story about I heard about a golf course that had flooded, and it's not too far away from you, is it, Kieran? You were
No, I
saying
played
then
it.
that you
I played it.
that you've
twice.
played it, yeah. And there's this massive lake in the middle of the course, and apparently during the flooding, a bull shark had ended up in this lake, and it just lives there now. Well, we don't know if it's
What,
still
in
there
this-
or not, but
In this golf course.
yeah,
Because when the water receded,
Mental.
Reese, it goes
yeah,
down.
he couldn't get out.
But then
He
you've got
couldn't
the
get
break
out of the
between
lake.
and the river, or the creek. It's a big creek, and when it's receded, he was still in the lake, so he couldn't get out back into the creek. So he was in the lake.
Fucking hell.
Just to let you know, I'm declaring that hole a par 5. If it's a
Yeah.
fucking bull shark,
Mate,
that's
if
a
the
par
ball
5.
goes near the water, it's lost.
Yeah,
Believe me.
yeah, mate. Yeah. You're not going to go
Okay.
wading in looking,
No,
and
you're
you're
not
not going
going
to
in
let
there.
your dog go and have a drink in there either, in case there's gators or crocs in there and all.
And I wouldn't mind, but the bull sharks are nasty, vicious.
Oh yeah,
aggressive.
mate. They are. They'll attack anything that's got a pulse. Anything.
Yeah, you say that,
Same.
but I had a squirrel in the garden the other day, so.
Fucking hell.
Well, I was saying there was a squirrel in my
Watch
mate's
out for
garden
them
yesterday.
squirrels, mate. They've got sharp teeth.
Yeah. Wally World
Well, you
says
know what they
same
say
for
about
bears too.
squirrels,
Just
isn't it?
make
Yeah.
lots of noise. Mate, I will be making a lot of noise if I see a bear. I'll be
Bears?
running, shouting,
Bears?
"Catch me if you can, mofo!"
Holy
I'm not living anywhere where there are bears.
Darren's in the house. Good evening, Darren, and that'll be me,
Good evening,
mate.
Darren.
I'm doing the Random Fantasy.
G'day, Darren.
Yeah, the Random Fantasy League. I've set up a random guest league, so anybody who wants to join it,
Oh,
bear with me.
Budgie, I've signed up.
Yes, I know you have. You were the first,
I will
other
join.
than myself.
Yes.
You
I've
were
got a
the
few
first.
leagues to join and stuff, but like, I
Yeah,
know I'm
well,
gonna keep
the more
forgetting
leagues
to
you're
take
in, the
players.
more fun you can have, innit? So I'm now
Yeah, the
looking
more-
for the. Where's that bloody link? It was before that.
So So you definitely you put it in the group chat. I think you put
I
it in
did.
a
It
few
was
group
this
chats.
morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, I
Why
think
am
you
I
put it in.
still looking at? No, that's yesterday's.
I think you put it in a few group chats, didn't you?
Oh, did I? Yes, I did. Actually, I
Yeah.
put it in that one as well, didn't I?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, I did.
But I was gonna say, you know what they say about squirrels? They're nuts.
Hey. And they're secret.
That was so bad.
Hey, well,
Secret.
yeah,
Don't you get
secret
like
squirrels, you nutter. Right.
don't you get like grey squirrels and red squirrels? Two different types of squirrels, isn't it?
Yeah. And what you
Yeah.
should know, Reese, now Britain is covered in grey squirrels, what you'd normally see. But it's actually the red squirrel that is native to Great Britain, not the
Oh, is
grey.
it?
I think
Yeah.
the
And
grey
the
squirrel
grey.
came from America.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, was it America?
I
Thought it
think it
was
was.
somewhere in Asia.
I
But
might have
anyway,
been.
they were.
They're from America.
They were.
The grey
Oh, it
squirrels
is
from
America, is
America.
it?
And where are all the red squirrels?
There's a train coming, but I don't think it's my
They're
train.
from America.
I've got 10 minutes.
The red squirrels are all on the Isle of Wight.
Yeah,
Not all
that's
of them,
it.
mate.
Yeah, that ain't
Not all of
100%
them.
my train, I don't think.
There's no grey
Yeah.
squirrels on the Isle of Wight.
No, but
If you paint one red, that counts. Red squirrel.
no, but there are a few red squirrels in Tilgate Park. Admittedly, they are in very large enclosures, and no grey squirrels can get them.
Oh,
But they're a
train
protected
porn!
species in
Train
the
porn! Train porn!
country. Yeah.
Fucking Thomas
Right,
the Tank.
Well, when yeah, that's not the right thing to say when he's saying train porn.
Well, that's what it is for Reese. Look at him.
I muted it because that was very loud.
He loves it, doesn't he? Look at him. He's all giddy. You see the train, he's all giddy.
It's not like I've been riding trains all day, is it?
I've been train surfing in the middle of the night.
Can I, Reese, say travelling on trains, not riding trains.
Travelling on trains. It's not like I've been travelling on trains all day.
Right. Okay. So scrolling across the bottom is the code to join the FPL on the Premier League app. For random, it's just a bit of fun. There's no prizes, no entry fee, no. You know, rules are just the ones that FPL set. It's just for a bit of fun, just so that we can have something else in common to chat about.
See the train.
And we'll have little updates on the show.
Hang on. There's someone coming. It's quite far back, quite far down, but.
Yeah. So there you go. So if anyone wants to join the Fantasy Premier League, there it is, and there you go, Sean.
I've got a West Ham logo on my face.
See, fresh fielder knows. Look, man-eating squirrels.
Yeah.
We've had man-eating butterflies, man-eating squirrels, and there's quite a few cougars in Crawley as well. Anyway, we won't go into that.
Cougar.
Yeah.
I don't even know what train this is meant to be. So.
Well, let's see it at least.
It's probably an electric one.
Yeah, it's right up there. I don't know if you can see the lights of it yet. But it's
run down the platform.
Well, I'm not going to go too far because I'll end up missing my train if I end up going too far away.
Are you on the right platform now then?
No, I'm on the other side, but I'm going to go over in a minute. Still got 7 minutes. When I see the lights of that one coming, I'll walk over.
Very good, very good.
It's on the slow line, so it's going to be very loud.
We've had man-eating squirrels. We've had
Mr.
man-eating butterflies.
Hold
on.
Oh, you see Mr. Clips' comment.
I'm sorry to say, but I'm going to make an absolute mockery of your mini league. Go for it, Clips. Get yourself in there and show us all how to do it. This is all just for a bit of fun, but the more of us that get in there, it'll be more fun and it'll be more in common. And by the way, Clips, if you want to, there's an invitation for you to join our More Than Family WhatsApp group. There's quite a few of us in there now.
Yeah, there's no
including
pressure.
Charlie Walsh and Gonzo and, you know, Duke and Gatesy and, you know, Gio and Russ, and there's all loads of us are in there, mate. So if you want to join it, just pop it up in the chat and I will give you the WhatsApp number to connect with me on. It's a cargo train, that's what it is.
Yeah, but train. Look at him. Look at his little face.
He loves
Look
it,
at his
doesn't he?
little face.
Fucking weirdo.
Oh, bless him. Look at him.
Are you back in the building now?
Yeah.
Are you back in the room?
Oh.
One second.
No, I was just laughing at the fact that I was just laughing at the fact that on Train Spotting at 2:41 in the morning live on YouTube.
Yeah. Have you seen that comment below, Reece?
The Railway Man based on World War II. I don't think so. I don't think I have. Is it on Netflix?
I think I have. Yeah. Good
the
movie.
Midnight Train to Wisbech. Yeah, I've seen it. Wisbech doesn't have a train station. I wish it did.
Wasn't that Gladys Knight and the Pips sang that on a midnight train to Wisbech? I know, that was Georgia, wasn't it?
It was Georgia, right? Yeah. Reece, something I want to ask you because I do like train travel, right? I like being on the train. It's been a while. I love it. But what I will do, if I go on a train, I have to be sitting facing the way I'm travelling, not with my back.
No, I don't have to be facing the other way.
Oh no.
Do you? Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. I can sit. I can sit both ways, but I prefer sitting facing backwards.
I agree. I don't mind which way I face, as long as my family are in the carriage 2 down.
Jesus Christ! There's another bloody train.
Trains.
Freshfielder. Randy Crawford may have done a version of it, but the original was definitely by Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Look at his face.
Definitely. 1973, I think it was. But yeah. Randy Crawford may have done a copy. Train.
I think this needs to be a new show. Midnight Train Spotting with Reece.
Yeah.
Train.
Basically, we need three pissed up old blokes talk about football, and you just show us trains.
That's pretty much what the show is.
Yeah. Oh, he's terrible if he gets into a town centre and there's buses everywhere.
Oh, I don't want buses. No.
Our bus is okay. 12 coaches, first class.
Tell you what, Reece, you would have loved it out when I was working out west. We got caught on them level crossings, and the trains from the mines would leave, you know, for carrying coal to the ports, and it used to get shipped to China. But when you just missed it and you got stuck, it used to take about 6 minutes for this train to go past. It had 100. I actually counted them one day. Right, it had 2 engines, one at the front and one in the middle, and there were 60 carriages of coal to the middle and another 60 behind it. It was unbelievable. It took forever for it to go past. There's so much coal going out of the country. So you'd love that.
Like they did in America, didn't they?
Get bored of
really
looking
long,
at trainload of coal.
I'll be bored after I've seen the locos. You'll be like, locos. I see about 4 freight wagons. I'll be like, yeah, no, I'm bored.
Yeah,
Yeah, your
look,
freight
even
trains are
what
short.
he's
They are
saying, the
well,
freight
they can
trains
do
are
that.
short. Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
they're
thing
very
is,
short
what you
compared
got to
to ones in
understand,
America.
what you got to understand is in the UK, a lot of the like things like railway crossings and stuff. There's like in some towns, there could be like 3 railway crossings all connected up to that one line in the same town. And if you've got like a train that takes 7 or 8 minutes to go through, that's
I know.
stopping a
Really
town
got a
from
standstill, isn't
moving for 7 or 8 minutes. It's a
it?
bit
Yeah.
different if they're out in the open somewhere. But like in
But
Crawley,
the fact that
there's
if they're that
one at
long
each
as
end of
well,
one road. Eh?
I was gonna say, and also if they're that long, um, like it's not a point because it takes a while to get up to speed, and it's not the distance that it needs to do to get up to speed and stuff, and like if that makes sense. Midnight
Like
trains stop with race.
when I
One day,
first went up
one
north
day.
to the Cairns and that, mate, there's level crossings. There's no level crossing. It just says look left and right when you cross it with a car.
Yeah.
And I was driving over it for days, not realising that. Didn't even think about a train coming because I was used to a crossing coming down.
And my train is coming in, so I'm gonna hop off anyway because there is someone I know on the train. So I'm gonna hop off, but if you guys are still going in about 20 minutes, I'll hop back on again. All right?
All right, Racy, have a good trip.
700 107. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off because Harvey's on the train, so I'll see you in a bit. Yeah.
All right, mate. See you in a bit.
All right, see you in a bit. All right, bye.
All right, mate. Take it easy. Yeah.
And I'm afraid to say that's me to bed as well. I think at 10
Yeah.
10 to 3.
Yeah. Okay, mate. I'm not going to be here for too much longer, I don't suppose.
So you guys take care. Love to speak to you, and I'll speak to you soon. Yeah.
All right, mate. Yeah.
Luke.
Talk to you in a bit.
Cheers,
See you
boys.
later. Thanks for popping in, Luke. Cheers, mate. Well, you know, I mean, I'm not in any great rush to go anywhere. So if anybody else wants to pop in, let me whack the link in the chat again. There we go. So if anybody wants to come in.
Was you working early at the night, Budge, was you?
This afternoon. Well, I worked like till 5. So yeah. Did a 5-hour shift, 12 till 5. Earned myself a couple of £100. I was happy. Yeah, good.
Oh.
Yeah. Got 2 people asking me if I want to sell my car already. I've only had it 3 days. Bastards. No,
good.
5 days I've had it now. Yeah. Nobody's actually asked me if I want to sell the registration number yet, though. They want the car, not the reg number.
Yeah, it's a big thing back up there, isn't it? But it's not. Most people here have got a personalised reg. I've got one myself, but they're not worth any money here, Geezer. You know, they're not. It's not a big thing.
I mean, I like over here. I think it's more like bragging rights that it's worth the money. Do you know what I mean? Like the registration on my car sort of denotes what the car is, doesn't it? It tells you what the car is, and so you know it's only worth probably at best a couple of £1,000 to somebody that wants it. Whereas if I had, say, for example, it would spell out, say, Dave, for example.
Yeah.
Then you know you're going to get, you know, maybe £4,000 upwards for it. You know, it depends on what people want to pay for it. I mean, as far as I'm aware, the registration number on my car is worth more than the car is.
Really?
You know, it's worth twice the value of my car, yeah. And I bought the car for the car's value. And the bloke said to me, he goes, I'm not going to bother changing the registration number. I can't be asked. He said it belongs on one of them, so keep it. You know?
Yeah.
And I said, you know, fair enough. So, yeah. But that number plate's only been on the car for about the last 6 years, I think. And it's a 25-year-old car. So,
Yeah, it looks well for that.
yeah, it don't look bad, does it? You know.
Yeah.
Oh, and if anybody is wondering what car we're talking about, I haven't mentioned it yet because I don't want to brag. But it's a 25-year-old, so it's a old car. Mercedes SLK. Lovely little thing it is. Little hairdresser's car. Sweet little thing it is.
Yeah.
In sort of like blue bottle green it is. It's kind of that sort of colour it is. It's quite nice.
Has the back seat's got much room, Budge?
There ain't no back seats in it, mate. It's a two-seater.
It's only a two-seater.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, there ain't even room behind the seat to put a newspaper. You know what I mean? It goes right to the rear bulkhead, and that's your lot, mate. The seats are right up against it. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But it's got the 2.3 supercharged 4-cylinder engine in it, and from what everyone keeps telling me, it's bulletproof. You know, you can really do a lot to them to boost the power and stuff like that. You know, so I mean, I'm just gonna have it looking tidy and running well, and I'll just keep it. It's just a car I like. You know, is it like a ute, mate? No, it's not a ute.
I don't think they haven't got utes yet in England, have they, Sean? They've plenty of utes here.
No, listen, we have got utes here. We call them pickups.
Oh, I suppose you would, yeah. Yeah, it's a big thing.
No, a ute and a pickup in Australia are different things, aren't they? Because like you got like the Toyota Hiace or something like that. That would be a pickup out there, would it? Or would that be a ute?
The utes here, Budgie, are basically most of them are two-seaters with a tray at the back. You know, to put your tools and your crap in, are basically built for the working man. But now,
but they're based off of like a saloon car or one of the like Holden or something like that, aren't they?
Yeah, the Holden and Falcon. Right? The Holden Falcon and
whereas a pickup is actually designed as a truck type thing, whereas I mean I think the only car that was ever really on sale in the UK that I would describe as a ute is the Ford P100, which was basically originally a Cortina Mark V front end with the tray at the back, and then later on they changed it to the Sierra front end with the tray at the back.
Well, most of them,
I actually drove a couple.
Most of it, they're a tub design, you know. It's a tub at the back, so you got the two seats and you can just throw all your kit in and tools and whatever.
Yeah, the Ford P100 was exactly that.
Right. Yeah, it's a really handy thing here, but they've taken Holden have taken to a different level here with the V8s. Massive. I mean, my mate's got one, right? And you want to see this thing move. I've never been in a faster car in my life. Never. I actually, Top Gear done it and couldn't believe. Mate, he loved it. What's his name?
Yeah.
He done it years ago. He,
I remember it. I remember it. Yeah, I do remember it.
The power in it is unbelievable. It really is.
I mean, we actually got the Holden Commodore, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that here, but it was badged up as a Vauxhall Monaro.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, well, they do the Monaro here too. It's another one.
Oh, do they?
Powerful car. Yeah, a really powerful car.
Yeah, that was basically General Motors giving us an opportunity to have an Aussie built car with the big old V8 in it.
But I think Holden have knocked it on the head now, Budge, I think. So
they're using V6s now, aren't they? Holden.
I think they're kaput. I don't think they're gonna.
Oh, really?
Anymore.
Oh, well, they'll probably still be trading, but under the Vauxhall badge.
It could be, mate. I'm not sure. Well, I haven't looked into it, but
if you look at the Holden badge and look at a Vauxhall badge, they're almost identical anyway, aren't they?
When he bought that V8, I forget the bloody name of it now. It's not a Monaro, but it's another one that everyone knows. And honestly, and he tricked it up as well. He got the bloody exhaust done, and it made it even faster and more powerful. And he bought it because Holden were going to stop producing cars
Oh,
in
right.
Australia. And
So it was sort of like one of the last off the line kind of thing.
He just thinks it's a collector's piece now, because you won't get another one made like it.
Yeah, that's I mean that's well, not as a collector's piece, but that's one of the reasons why I got that SLK, because they're becoming rarer and rarer. I mean, I've only ever seen 2 others in Crawley, and one of them's a 500, and the other one's a 230, and they're both silver. So I haven't seen another one around. Oh, and there are tens of thousands of cars in Crawley. It's quite a big town now. And I haven't, I mean, as I said, I've been driving around in it for about 5 days. I've known I'm getting it for about a week and a half before that. And I've been looking around for them, and I just haven't seen them, haven't seen them at all. And, doing the job that I do, driving an Uber, I'm here, there and everywhere, mate, and I just haven't seen many of them. 2 of them I've seen. But the 500 is a beast.
What I was going to ask you earlier then, because I knew yours was a convertible. My very first car.
All the SL cars are. Yeah, go on. Yeah, wasn't it a Triumph Spitfire?
It was. Yeah, you remembered. Well done, sir. Triumph Spitfire soft top. And there was none of that going in, none of that pressing a button. You had to go out, unclip it, and bring it down.
God, yeah. With the old twist, toggles and that. You used to fold it up, put the thing in the boot.
You just had to push it back and flatten it, and that was it.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, no, it was, I'm thinking of the Triumph Herald and that, wasn't it? Do you remember the old Triumph Herald, or what was it called? The Vitesse. The Triumph Vitesse. That had the soft top as well.
But I loved it. I was only about 20. But you love driving around in that. Had a really good sound system and all that. I loved it.
Sean of Freshfield is saying, took you up to Bathurst once, only went and bloody won. Brilliant. I love Bathurst. I've never been there. But I am a bit of a Gran Turismo player. And that's one of the circuits they give you on that game.
Yeah,
it's actually not really Bathurst, It's not actually a game, really. It's more of a racing simulator, but it's on a game station. But I've gone round it a few times in different vehicles on that game, and there's a tricky old section up in the hills there.
Bathurst, Bathurst is like a festival here, geezer. And I'm not joking, right? I think it goes for 24 hours, the race, something ridiculous, right? And
they have a Bathurst 24, and then they also have like race meetings there regularly.
Yeah, they do.
Like they have the Super
big
V8s and all that.
Once a year, and it's all.
And that's the Super V8s, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all Super V8s, and they have 2 drivers. They take turns in jumping in and going around. It's a massive event here. Do you know, like the Grand National? This is like the Grand National, but it goes on all week.
It's the Australian equivalent of the Le Mans 24-hour, really, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and people have parties and set up with a telly all weekend to watch it. Just will not take their eyes off it. I'm not a big fan of it. The only time I took notice of it, a mate of mine, his son was driving one of the cars in it, and he done well. He finished in the top 10, and that's the only time I really noticed. It was really good to see him.
Do you there's an Australian actor called Eric Bana. You must be aware of him.
Yeah, Eric Bana.
He played the part of the Hulk in one of the Hulk movies, didn't he?
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Well, he's a very enthusiastic racing driver, and
that's right.
So, and on Netflix there was this series where he bought this, I believe it was a Camaro or something like that,
Camaro, yeah.
I can't remember if it was a Camaro or whatever it was, but I know it had a big V8. I'm pretty sure it was a Camaro. And he entered this race and ended up crashing out and basically causing like $30,000 damage to his car and that. But it was a really interesting program, and you know, because he was just an actor, come keen racing enthusiast.
Yeah.
I wasn't really expecting a lot of him, but you know, he was doing some fair overtakes, and you know, he was courteous when other people needed to overtake him. Yeah, he was a good driver. He is a good driver.
Yeah.
Do I
Apparently-
Uber passengers in my SLK? No, I don't. I've bought the SLK out of my proceeds from driving an Uber. I drive a Volkswagen Passat for the Uber.
I think you need 4 seats for that Uber thing, don't you?
You got to have 5.
Oh, yeah.
Got to have 5 seats. Yeah, you got to have the driver and 4 passengers. Got to have room for 4 passengers minimum. Yeah. 9 times out of 10, you're only carrying 1 person, but yeah, you for the license on the car, it has to be licensed for 4 passengers.
Yeah.
Stuart's going. Good night, Stuart. Good night, everybody. He says. Well, he says good night. Fresh says good night. Lee says hi to Wally. Hi to Fresh. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. James Bond says, I hit the front right wing of an old Holden gas guzzling station wagon. I knocked the car back about a metre and crumpled the front half of my Jap hatchback. Bloody Aussies, he says. Yeah, mate.
Yeah, they're pretty solid, mate. The old Holdens, mate.
Yeah, they are, mate.
I had a Holden Kingswood, Jamesy. I had a Holden Kingswood, mate, V8 for a while. I loved it. It was back, it had lots of power, man. Yeah. It's great when you did that. I was driving like a lunatic with it, though.
Yeah. Darren drives a 4-door Mitsubishi 4-door Triton. Oh, God.
You got crossover.
Yeah, right. Sorry, I've got to just grab my charger because my phone's yelling at me. Oh. There we go. Bleep.
4-door Mitsubishi.
Yeah. Freshfield is saying Paul Newman and Steve McQueen too. Yeah, actors that are very keen and very good racing drivers.
Avid drivers, weren't they? They were big into the driving.
Paul Newman was a far more successful team owner than he was a driver. Steve McQueen was a better driver, if I'm honest, out of the two of them. I've seen quite a lot of footage of them because actually Paul Newman was one of my movie heroes back in the day, and you know, when he started off his Newman Haas racing team, and bearing in mind now Carl Haas has brought Haas to Formula One as well now, but he had the IndyCar team, and Nigel Mansell went out and won his IndyCar title with that team. He left Williams with a world title, and then went and done back-to-back IndyCar title, which has never been done before. Yeah. Oh, mate, I remember that first season he went out there and all, when he was at Phoenix, and he went through the wall backwards and punctured the hole in the 4-inch concrete blocks on the bend, on the curve, and he hit it going backwards and went through it, flipping out, and then came back the following week and won the race. An amazing guy, that bloke. True heart of a lion, wasn't he, old Nigel Mansell? Rob Singleton's still in the house. Thank you. Yeah, Steve McQueen's ranch dressing is shit, though.
I've never ever used it. I've seen it, but I've never ever bought it or used it. So
what, Steve McQueen? Oh, no, hang on a minute. It's Paul Newman's ranch dressing, isn't it?
Is it Paul Newman's or Steve McQueen? No, it's Paul Newman, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Paul Newman. So That's
Thing is,
definitely a bit tongue in cheek, I reckon. Right, guys, 2.5 hours in, and I'm sort of like it's 3:05 in the morning for me in the UK. I'm getting hungry, and I need some like chicken wings and stuff, which I'm gonna have to get out of the fridge. I'm gonna have to heat them up. So I think maybe I'm gonna call it a day. Thank you for joining me, mate. Much appreciated. I really do appreciate you popping in. Thanks also to James and to Reese for coming in. Thank you everybody in the chat for commenting. Don't forget to hit the like before you disappear, please. Thank you. It helps out the channel. We want to try and keep this channel alive until at least next May, because it's all paid for until next May. And I think maybe I'll come up with some kind of plan to keep it going after that as well, in Peach's honour. Fresh, nice one, gents. Thank you, Fresh. Pleasure to have you in the chat, as always. And, you know, you can always rely on you for the odd stat or three. Wally, good night, mate. Thank you for joining us as well. It's always a pleasure to see you all, guys. I can't
we should
remember everybody.
A refocus, shouldn't we, at some stage, mate?
Yes, we will do a focus. What are you doing? Hang on, what time is it now? 3, 4, 5. Where will you be in the day and night? At 9 my time in the morning. It'd be like 6 in the evening for you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah. Are you busy around that time?
No, it could be all right. Tonight you're talking about? Later on today for you?
Yeah.
No, I'm all right, mate. Yeah, if it was about that.
Okay, right. Okay, I'm going to try and do it at that kind of time because it's the beginning of the day for me and it's the beginning of the evening for you. So you can get your evening stuff in still. You'll have had your daytime stuff to do. So, yeah, if we'll try and record Football Unfocused, which I will try and get out for Saturday in advance, ahead of this week's game against Man City. So keep an eye out for that, guys. Yeah. Well, right, we'll do a little Football Unfocused for you. We'll try and keep it to about 45 minutes so we don't take up too much of your day. But you know what it's like when me and Kieran get chatting. Could end up being 2.5 hours again. So I will message you, send you a link. I'll probably record it on my channel, but I'll upload it to Random to release it because I need to edit it. I will need to edit it when I pop a few images and stuff up. All right, so anyway, I will catch you in about 6 hours then. 6 or 7 hours. I only need about 5 hours sleep, so I'll have a shower, a bit of breakfast, and I'll be with you.
You do it. Yeah, if you're still up for it, let me know. And
I'm definitely up for it, mate. I'm setting an alarm for 8:30 so that I'm up in time.
All right, mate. No drama.
All right.
All right.
Brilliant.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay. Thank you, and thanks everyone else. Oh, hang on. Sid Barrett. Good luck this season, boys. Johnny Ibrox.
Yeah. Good luck to you too, bro.
Mate. Yeah, good luck to you lot as well. Right, that's it then. Well, thank you, everybody. I will play us a little video to play out with, and I will see you all relatively soon, either on here or on GSE. Right, just going to play one quick video and we'll be gone. Take care. Come on, you guys.
But they have money. They have short arms. I tell you, their arms are this short. Oh, I'm getting mad. I need to